we're back. We're people. For the party. Who my enemies are trying to kill. Cog, did we do your turn, Cog? No, this is where we left off.
Cog is supposed to fight back.
Yeah. What is Cog doing?
Cog's gonna try to flurry that goddamn dragon again.
Which one?
The one that we're piling on.
North.
Bragamanthar, yep. The
So,
injured
yeah.
one that is fatigued, strength damage, that you're flanking with agony against.
Yes.
Whose
Now,
spells
there's a
all went
plus-
down. His AC is now 43.
Cool.
He's not bloodied yet.
So the +2, there's a +2 from
Widget on the first attack.
Widget on the first attack. Now there's also a bonus from
+3 from Eamon
from
Wolf.
Eamon for the first one.
All attacks.
Every attack.
Okay, cool.
It's AIDS.
I hope I hit this fucking
The
thing.
assistance of hell.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. So 29, 31,
Yeah,
34,
How does
36.
someone do for all that assistance that you received in life?
Okay, one hit. The second flurry. Second hit.
This thing is so big.
So to
This is a big glass.
29. Okay, it's another hit.
Wrecked. The dragon is getting
So
punished
1,
for its
2,
own
3.
existence. It's like 6 strength damage just in that round.
You hit
Yeah,
how many
that's
times?
6. That's
Three.
3. That's 6 strength damage.
3 out of 4 attacks.
3 out of 6. Or 3 out of
No, 3 out of
5
4.
attack rolls.
Okay.
3 out of 4. The first one I did because separately because it's
Oh,
different.
okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use a key point to heal myself again.
Okay. And did you do your
Yeah,
haste
haste.
attack?
That's an action. 73. And then, sorry,
Your haste
Haste.
attack.
haste attack.
Which you can either like swing the fences or you can use that to like keep
No,
the
I
game
can
straight.
hit. I can hit. It's 20, 34, it's 24. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, 3 hits, which is 68.
The sneak attack is bad.
Yeah.
So you get underneath the dragon, like in its soft spots, and you just start punching at the same
54.
spot.
68 plus 54 plus 18.
You bruise and injure scales, and then it starts to bleed, and you keep on punching her down to the bone near its leg.
133
And 6 strength.
and 6 strength. Yeah.
230. 310. Okay, he is now bloodied,
I don't want to play anymore.
and 6 strength is 8 strength total plus fatigued.
Full strength.
Rezmir hears strange sounds he's likely never heard from Bragamanthar. He sees Amadeus choking out one of his cultists. He doesn't really care.
It's lost where they came from.
I'm more concerned about, 8th level sorcerer cultist or ancient dragon cultist.
And let's be fair, that sorcerer cultist has a white mask on.
Alright, so Rezmir is going to fly hastily and end up here. Amadeus, there was
We can't see
The
it.
visuality of the medium has changed.
there's a boiling acid pool. The dragons are fighting.
The people are winning.
Let's see what spells I got.
Teleport?
Really good.
The type of teleport where all your gear is left behind. Nude teleport.
Show up at somewhere naked. Emergency?
Emergency teleport.
They can't all have resists. As a sorcerer, I only have so many choices. Try a different color of green.
Fuck, is that another like 99 damage acid ball?
Probably.
Fuck. Did we hear where that came from?
You hear spellcasting behind you. It came from somewhere over here, and this green little dripping pea of acid goes flying over, whipping over, explodes all over the dragons, and bathes all the warriors in combat with acid. For 17d6 plus 34 acid. For 97 acid damage, reflex save of 27.
Double
Let's
shit.
go in order. Let's go in order of initiative because there's some people on the battlefield that can do things. So Brennis, you're inside this.
24.
I make the save.
Okay, so 97 becomes 45, 46, 40.
27.
45 is 90 plus another 3.
So 48.
48 damage.
Becomes 8.
Becomes 18. Yep.
Whew.
Widget.
Oh, widget doesn't like the sound of this. Nothing. Widget.
25, 20, 22,
Yeah, he has evasion,
24, 25.
but he also has crap reflex. It's one of those. Ouch. Give me a second. I don't have a mythic left for me to re-roll the reflex save of the cloak. So it just hurts. So I've got a bunch of temporary hit points. So 16 temporary hit points go away. 30 resistance. So 46 off of 97. So
41? No, 51.
51. All right.
Does Widget have 51 more hit points?
He's a hardy bastard.
Okay, so he doesn't make a save versus death. Next in line for the saving throw is Eamon Woe.
I got 32.
He made it.
Yeah.
So he takes 18 damage.
That guy's a fucking problem.
You're updating his damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we can't have this asshole around.
Then it's... Who else is in there? Cog is next? Yeah.
Cog made it.
Cog. So you
Evaded.
evaded. And then Agony gets to make a save. I haven't rolled for him yet. Okay, Agony's evasion. Plus 12. Good Hope 14. Haste 15. Near Cog 16. He makes the save, he evades. It's a lot of damage. Fuck. The dragons take nothing. And there might be telepathic communication going on with one of the dragons. Agony.
Get in there, bud, and do a thingy.
Yep. This thing's hurt, right? Hurt. And 43 AC. Agony can breathe in 2 rounds again. And I forgot to roll for Where Rendor, which would have been 1d4 plus 4. 7 rounds.
Okay, Barabee.
Okay, what should Agony do? Agony should do his spell strike. He should do his spell strike with True Strike in it.
That would be one way to do it.
Yeah.
Now you might want to do it on like the second attack. On, like I don't know what you're planning to do with the other action.
Breathe on the dragons because it hurt them last time.
No.
I think I can angle it up so it doesn't hit like
It'll
cog.
clip Thogrim's cannon, but who cares at this point?
Well, it's a heaping acidy, melty piece of metal,
Yep.
which you could just fabricate back into a cannon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't feel bad now for.
Well, it's one of those. Oh no, the masterwork object that we can greater make whole or regular make whole or you know.
Yep.
I think fabricate because of its size, it's probably too big for make whole.
Yeah.
Okay, Agony's gonna power attack. Auto makes the concentration check. With the plus 18, minus 2 for the spell, plus Good Hope Bard's on haste, plus 20 for the True Strike.
Plus 3 for these.
Never mind, doesn't matter. He rolled that one. He didn't miss. He wouldn't have missed. Okay, so the acid. He scrambled out of the way of the acid, which put him too far back to strike the dragon in the head. The dragon's moving his head around. And then he's going to breathe on the two dragons for guaranteed damage.
Yep.
For 33 damage. And they make their poor reflex saves. North to south. Failed and made it. So 40 on the injured dragon. And evades from the other one. And he has a haste attack. Which is 13 plus spells plus flank. It's AC 27. There's another 2 in there from his magic. Mage's points, but AC 29 is not enough. Alright, so he misses twice and he gets a breath weapon off. Burning both dragons. Slake.
Get in there, bud.
10. Alright. It's no longer 30 is the first move. No, yeah, 30 because he moved 10. His second move would put him here.
And then do you body slam or do you like go to the edge and just javelin? You trim the edges.
Yep.
Get an attack at the end.
Yep. All right. Where Verendar is going to try to bite Slake as he comes in. It doesn't have all the penalties that his brother does.
His brother is a focus of that eye.
Yep. Let's bite a Slake. AC 44.
Maybe.
Slake with his tower shield out. He doesn't have his mutagen pre-prepared because there wasn't enough time.
Well, how long?
So he might still be running. No,
Yeah.
it was. When did you drank it?
In the first fight.
In the first fight? Okay, yes.
Or near the end of the first fight. Anyways,
We have
What
more
level mutagen?
I think it's the first.
he's a 1-level
10
mutagenic.
minutes.
Yeah.
He's got kind of a hokey mutagen.
Yep. So his AC is 40, and he can turn rage on and off because he doesn't get fatigued. So he approached the dragon with an AC 40. It hit him. It does damage. 27 minus 12 DR. So 15 damage on a Slake. And then the 4d6 acid. If I roll more than 10, I don't. So 15 damage on Slake. The acid just makes Slake shiny, like an acid bath. Slake then winds up and attacks wherever render. Well, he'll rage and then attack. Does he power attack or no?
He hasn't seen us fighting it, so I think power attack.
Sure. So
Who's
power
he-
attack
who's he-
while raging is 24. -2 for tower shield, +3 for Bard Song.
+3. Oh no.
He's also trying to pop in.
Hits AC 44. Wherever Rendor has an AC of 48 right now.
Image goes away.
And the image goes away. Vorag Amanthar. He's in a fight for his life. -8 strength and fatigued. Whew.
And shaken.
And shaken. Rough.
It's not the way you thought you'd do start your morning.
No. No, but these guys look like they're all melty.
Stop melting us.
No.
Yes.
I don't wanna. There's 3 of them in a line. I can get Cog and Thelgrim or Brenos, Aemon, and Agony. Oh, I could also get Spellcaster. I'm not concerned with Spellcaster. Maybe wherever Ender is probably more concerned. Okay, so he's gonna breathe on.
That robot guy being from the basalt looked real scary. Really punchy, spiky armor.
Yeah, yeah. So 1, it's Brenos, Aemon, Agony. 2, it will be Widget and Cog. 3 will be Widget and Thogrim. 4 will be Cog and Thogrim.
Oof. Okay.
Those are all the lines that I can see, and I'm not concerned about the guy.
Spellcasters.
Spellcaster's back there, and then the guy is biffing, like whiffing against my brother.
Yeah.
So 3, it was the 1, 2,
I believe it's Widget and Thogrim.
Widget and Thogrim. Yeah, the guy who took down all of my protections, and I'm getting beat the piss out of, and then Thogrim in the water.
Let's check Widget's hit points again. I know I said he's tough, but he's like custom 57 damage. So.
75
Okay.
acid damage, reflex save.
I don't know why I got a ring of evasion. I don't know why I got a cloak that helps me with the base save. I've never made one in my life.
Reflex save is 29.
All right, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, gear.
Would have made it, or the gear makes it.
Okay. Thogrim evades. With a nat 20.
Yeah, for sure. It's muted.
Okay, so
Oh, sorry.
So
75.
becomes 45.
35 plus. No. 35 plus 2 is 37. Oh, I see. Oh, no, you failed. So yeah,
I failed.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing is
Yeah,
subtracted.
okay. So 45 acid. Yep.
Ow.
And Thogrim evades.
He evaded, yeah.
And then your items take. They made the save.
That has made the save.
So 75, 1/4 is.
Well, 75. It's half damage, so 75 becomes 37.
Yep.
Made the save.
Made the save.
And then resistance.
Divide by 2, and the resistance
Yep.
protects all of your items. Okay. Yep. Okay, that was 2 actions from the dragon.
Widget needs to make one of these saves. And we're just going to say it isn't actually bad. It's like a plus 14 base.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but not the worst.
Eamon's made 2 and his base is like 13 or something.
Okay, he's going to. I think they can cast fifths.
15th caster, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so he quicken true strike, bites cog.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, that's probably.
So 35 minus 1 for fatigue, minus 2 for
Shaken.
shaken, minus
four
4
strength.
for strength loss, plus 20.
Fuck.
It's AC nat
Natural
1
Ah.
and a 14 plus
43.
43.
Sorry, a 14 plus 48.
What a hit.
52.
52. Would it hit?
No, 52 would not have hit a cog.
Really?
No, 53.
So he needs to make. What is your AC?
53.
He needs to make a Fortitude save DC 53 or be stunned for 1
He is
round.
dead.
He's so dead.
His fort save is hindered by shaken.
Shaken. That's the only one that.
He doesn't roll nat 20, so he is stunned for 1 round. He rears up to try to just get Cog. Cog steps out of the way and he plows his head and his two head spikes into the ground so hard that he hit his snout. Blood pouring out of the many wounds. He is stunned. Sunny.
I need to get in there. I don't want to go.
Oh, shoot, dude, that looks terrible.
Volcanica! Oh, this is good. This I better have this job very long. Sunny is going to. Before I drop my token, I'm going to see.
Fly over Thogrim in boiling acid.
Well, we've got a whole bunch of people who are really close to going down. So, give me a second.
Agony has no damage?
He evaded the fireball thing.
Fuck, yeah.
Alright, so no more than 30 feet apart. So he can heal the party, not including Thogrim. Thogrim's not really that hurt. He could dispel Wyvern Vendor, right? Which is that's the number one thing I would do. He can put a big ass fuck you wall up so that the spellcaster stops dropping nukes on us. And
Yes.
I think anti-nuke is the proper thing.
A wall right about here.
How much?
Be great.
How much volume is in this choke point?
It's like 15 feet up, 10 feet across, or whatever the.
There's an Amadeus on the other side, by the way.
Yeah, there's 10 feet at that choke.
Amadeus has a cloak. I identified it for him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Amadeus. I think that's the
5
one.
minutes from now, there'll be a scene.
Wall force?
No, I don't have. So, but it's going to be a wall. If I had wall, and check and see if I have a wall of force up. I don't have access to it. I don't think I have it in my spell book. It's on my list.
Thogrim has it.
Yeah, it's on my list to learn. So we're going to.
I thought you copied my spells.
Yeah, but they're expensive, man. I didn't copy all of them.
Okay.
Thought you'd be around.
Be a man. Be a wizard.
Be a man. Alright, so it's going to be a wall of stone, I believe.
Okay.
And wall of stone. Well, it's got a nice long range. Perfect. I don't have to go too nuts to do it. So I go around the corner and I wall of stone, and it's square feet and like half the thickness. So it's a thin wall of stone.
Okay, how many hit points
It would have
per section, I guess?
per section. Each section would have 15 hit points per inch of thickness, and it's 1 inch every 4 casters. So it would have 3 inches, so 45 hit points. Apprentice 8, 45 hit points.
Okay.
And Sunny has to be in the room. So he's gonna go.
Okay, Rock just rises up from that little
He's
staircase
gonna hide in the corner.
closer to the bubbling acid.
He's closer to the Cure Light Wounds max. He's going to be casting next round with the spell magic. Oh, the powers are so different. And then he's going to like flail with his haste attack, or he's going to ready to cry. He's defensive. He's defensive for the.
Okay, the ambush stray can see that the way is shut, so it sort of. He sees a Amadeus choking a guy. We'll spit a little cloud of acid on Amadeus. There's a reflex save for half damage, DC 14.
Don't roll a 1. I roll a 1.
Don't you have acid resistance?
No.
No.
Does 7 acid damage.
You take that?
Yeah, I can take it.
Unfortunately, the acid turns into a little cloud, and it also does 7 acid damage to the cultist, which, because of the con loss,
This one
Yeah,
goes.
I'll kill him.
drops him to 41 damage, and he's got 42 hit points because of the con loss. He's got 1 hit point remaining.
Anything more than 0 is good to go.
Cultists. He's going to attempt to escape your grapple by squirming. He does not squirm from your grasp.
Drown him in water while we're choking him.
All right. He's over there, says the really dumb dragon. With the Int 9 draconic language. Hasted cultist flies around the corner. Well, magic missile, Amadeus. For 10 damage.
10?
Yeah, they rolled poorly.
Oh my god. I'm gonna feel so.
Amadeus, you got a lot of damage, man.
Yeah.
This
Sun's
sorcerer
getting low.
begins to fly where Amadeus is, but Rezmir tells him, "Get over here. Give me the scroll."
What scroll?
He has to double move because of the deking. He double moves and fishes up the scroll. Top of round 4. Bruno.
Yeah, boy. Kill it. All right. What's this thing's AC right now?
Oh, its AC is 43.
Perfect. I know it's stunned, and it's
Oh.
all the dex is gone.
Yeah, it's
and
stunned,
it's
yeah.
still-
So 41. And then it has 41.
All right.
Fuck.
That's all right. Okay. So
Dragon scales are impressive.
yeah.
He is bloodied. Spells are down. Stunned. So he's just going to sit there.
to sit there.
There's some aids, I think.
There's some aids. All right, Brenos is so my internal monologue or whatever is going. We have a hard time hitting these things, so he's going to use an action to use his teamwork feat change power that he's never really used.
Okay.
To increase flanking bonuses to +4.
Nice. Your sword just blazing with Bane Dragon magic.
You got like a +5.
There is the sound of dragon roaring in your ears, and it's not scary dragon. It's the type of dragon you want on your side.
Hi, dragon. All right. So it's a +40, and then base. +4 for the flank, +2 for the aid from Widget, +3 for the aid from.
No, +5 from the Eamon.
And then the other 3 I've got.
And the other 3 is from the channel.
All right. So I got that right. So first swing. AC 64.
Yeah, you plunge the sword deep into its scales.
The second swing
makes a pathetic noise.
3+4 -9. AC 49.
Also a hit.
Third swing. AC 46.
Also a hit.
Fuck you, dragon. All right. Okay, so
It just didn't bring its wings down to protect its flank, and you're hacking and hacking and hacking.
I'll roll them each individually.
Caustic blood flying everywhere.
Because actually they all are going to be enough to cause critical damage, so if they just divide by 3, that'll be the last one to see if there's a fort save.
Okay.
So 18d6 plus your thing also adds damage, right?
No, that's for him.
Your challenge?
That's only for him.
Oh, that's my thing.
Oh, does Amon's thing also add damage?
No.
Just hit, right? Yeah. Okay.
There's still the +5 from Good Hope and Barcom.
200 damage.
I think I know who his brother's going to target.
Okay.
Nice.
Before, so he has 456 hit points. He had 355 damage. So you basically put him at minus 70. Past his negative con.
So, let me just take a quick peek. The last swing was 11, 20, 29. Last swing was 73. So it was all 3 swings.
Yep. Hacking and slashing, and finally you just plunge the sword all the way to the hilt. Dragon. It kind of crawls along the ground towards Widget, doesn't know where to look. It looks back at its brother, and there's caustic blood flying everywhere. Brown's just covered in it. The glow from the protective magic's keeping it from burning his beard off.
Probably gonna die next round.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe you should run away.
Widget, what are you doing?
Widget is going to. Let's just see what I got in the tank. Hey, Widget man, what you got in the tank? Probably. It's probably not. It's not the time to like do something like that. So far, these guys haven't been seeing the invisible creatures?
They sense them.
They've sensed them, but
Yeah.
yeah. Here, give me a second.
Like it's glanced down at where you're
Oh, yeah.
standing.
Oh, yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah.
When the dragon looks at you or in your general direction, you kind of pee a little bit. But
Don't mind that. We are going to.
is Amadeus disabled?
That's unfortunate. If I didn't have to save Thorvald with my stupid power, I could help Amadeus out.
We're at a level where death isn't necessary.
Yeah, but you're really weird. I don't want to be asked, do we bring Amadeus back? That's not a question
Yeah.
easy to answer.
But as a standard, if you use the cloak, you're not combative.
Pop over here. Pop over. All right, so Widget is
Get over here.
going to. So I don't have a greater dispel.
And the cultist is at 1 hit point.
We're going down together.
All right.
It was that stupid Drake that did a little bit of damage to you at the end.
So Widget is going to aid everyone's attack roll
Okay.
on Ordinender. He is going to attempt to dispel. I think the mirror image is the most important one right now.
Yes.
Because that's just a bunch of dookie spadookie.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to attempt to dispel that. He dispels it.
Okay, the dragon looks startled at this point.
And Widget's going to.
Like you taught it a lesson that it long ago forgot.
Spell magic sucks. People targeting you.
Yeah, or it's just, that there are some creatures that are stronger than you.
And Widget's going to just get to this corner. Oh, actually, he doesn't want to be over the ass. He's going to reposition, but not that far. He's just going to reposition himself. Good. To ensure that there's more.
Okay, so like his gaze from the person who just spelled his mirror image does follow.
He knows
moving.
where I am.
Yep. Barnabas. With the bard song ringing in dragon ear.
Can I change that at all, or is it too late?
Change what?
Widget's action.
Where you move? Sure.
Okay, because I would like to make it so that if he wants to come get me, he has to come get me, and if he wants to target me, he has to miss everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not make one
So, yeah.
line.
Widget
Nice.
aids a little bit and dispels it and flies away.
Fuck you, boy! You'll burn like your brother.
Barnabas is trying to defeat mine. Fails. SR28. Spellcasters are going to do.
Okay, Eamon.
I understand the feels.
Oh, Eamon. Eamon is going to get hurt when he does this. Anyway, Eamon is going to challenge Waverendor. Step.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't. Where am I? There. And as a haste attack, he's going to aid Brenos.
Here comes Papa Chungus.
And he does.
All right. Waverendor looks like fight is quickly fleeing. His movements. Thorgrim.
Thorgrim's going to. So he wants to fly out of the water.
Okay.
And now, what are we doing on the?
So this.
Because if it's a different damage roll than the main one, I think. Whereas the
Yeah.
other one is like.
When the acid pool is created, anyone in its area takes this damage. Any creature that starts its turn touching the pool takes damage, but can make a reflex save for half.
Doesn't sound like maybe you don't get that first reflex save.
No, you get your reflex. It says over. Yeah. Each round, the total dice in the pool is halved. So I think it's 10d6. You make your reflex save.
Okay, what's the DC?
11d6? It was 22d6?
Oh yeah, each round the total is halved. They did math wrong.
In the books, they are on in the website.
17, 18, 19, 20. 19. 30.
So you
Evade.
evade and you fly out of the pool of acid
Yep.
for you evade completely. Okay.
I fish out so I move, I fish out a token, drop it on the ground, and I reload that brand new cannon that I've got with me.
Okay. So this is the siege
Token.
cannon token.
Yeah.
Where Verendor just bang.
So it's reloaded now.
Scum.
I don't think that they're going to get away, and then they're going to be so ready to murder us because they almost murdered us last time. We knew more about them.
He just says imperial scum.
We went double file. We should went single file to hide from us.
Is that all of the actions?
That's all I have, yeah.
Okay.
You have a haste attack.
I was never hasted.
Because he was too slow. He
was
wasn't.
too slow to be fast.
Amadeus.
Amadeus is going to spend a standard action to use wholeness of body,
Okay.
which gives him
12.
11.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're no longer disabled.
So I'm no longer disabled.
Give yourself 11 hit points.
Yep. Unfortunately,
Continue choking the guy.
I cannot maintain the grapple,
Let's punch him.
but I can punch him a couple times, so that's good.
You only need to
But,
punch him once.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Yeah.
punch him once and then take some cover.
Go
Uh,
deep into the water.
Or use your
No, he's already
use
used
your-
standard.
the cloak. Oh,
49.
Yeah, you punch this guy's face in.
That's the haste.
Oh, Jesus.
And I think
How much damage?
that's 30 some damage.
Oh yeah. You cave his face in and he just drifts down towards the water.
And he's going to kind of take cover over here because getting magic missile again would be bad.
you could also just go and grapple that dude.
No, I can't. I don't have enough
Yeah,
actions.
stand up, stand. Okay. That was
I'd
like
love
3
to.
actions.
Leave.
You know, he really needs a sign that says free hug.
The Hunchback just killed Direxo! You know, whatever the fuck his name is, yeah. The cultist is all excited about something that they...
That sounds like a backup race car driver in Le Mans.
It was a bunch of random syllables that came out of Marty's mouth. It's like, they all have names, I guess. Feel bad, Mark.
Maybe he'll get the hug.
He just got promoted. 4-week vacation.
Mm-hmm.
He always has you back.
I got it.
Wherever Endor.
Is Slate raging?
Slake is raging.
Oh, that's more damage for Manos.
Yep. Wherever Endor, he can still... Is he 48?
Fuck you, buddy.
You can't do it, so give up now.
It's like he can stay for a round.
Yeah, stay for a round.
He's cut off from his master, who he now thinks betrayed them.
Sent them a different direction.
So I could stay for a round, or I could stay for 2 actions.
Stay for 2 rounds. Fucking metal.
The fucking dragon's extra point is just an action that could be bullshit.
Who looks injured?
Lots of people that are injured.
Cog looks injured.
Depends on definition.
Yep.
Brenos is
Cog's really injured.
Widget's very injured, but
And Brenos is the one that killed
Yeah.
Florag.
So Brenos is bloody. Brenos is not bloodied if. Maybe one second, I don't know why. It just because that's like the thing that people normally know. They get calculator out because with rage hit points, he's bloodied without rage hit points. With rage hit points, he's not bloodied. Yeah, he's not bloodied with rage hit points. He is not bloodied. Although if you did all the damage to him again, it would make him stop raging. Don't do that.
Are you serious right
Okay.
now? I don't want to know.
Whoever enters is going to stay for the round because you killed his brother and you guys deserve death. He's going to quicken True Strike.
Oh,
35.
He then is going to Greater Vital Strike either Cog or Brenos.
shit.
One is Cog, 2 is Brenos. Brenos.
One.
Don't crit me, man.
Roll low 1.
This is where Widget had like his fucking mythic points. He could be like, no, don't True Strike. You know, something.
That's 1 for fatigue plus 20 for True Strike.
No crits.
Burn a bit, aiming, despite the fact it's probably not going to help, is going to try to aid your AC just to say right.
Okay. The Greater True Strike hits, or the Greater Vital Strike hits AC 66.
How much do you add to the AC?
Only 13. It's not.
Okay, so it was 48, which is respectable.
35 plus 18, it would have hit with just the plus 17.
He's fucking Brenos.
Yep. He's trying to basically remove your head from your body. Like,
It
kind
is attached, sir.
the mouth is coming down. No, it's on me. Pulled up the sword. All right, so Greater Vital Strike does what to the dice?
It's triple dice.
Okay, so instead of 2d8, it's 68.
Sorry, Vital Strike is double dice.
Yep.
Improved Vital Strike is triple dice. Greater Vital Strike is quadruple dice.
Okay, so instead of 2d8, it's
Greater Vital Strike?
Yeah, he's got the
Yeah.
16th level.
Okay, 58 points of damage.
I've got DR2.
56 points of damage.
Perfect.
I've got DR. How much? 2. Great. Fucking great.
Do you have
Are you alive?
56 more hit points?
While raging. So, that was 80s. Sorry. I was in the middle of doing math.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've got 180. My rage hit points is 184. I had 89 damage. And you did 56, right?
Yep.
Or no, I had 87 damage. So 87 plus 56, 143. I have to make a save. Because, yeah, anyway. I don't roll 1, I'm good.
Okay, somehow he would have done damage to himself had he kept on biting down through because the blade was in the way, so it pulled its face back out of that. Okay, so that was a 3-action attack. It's got 1 attack left, or 1 action. It's still standing. So is Cog. It's going to take its iterative attack at 1d2. It's either Brenos or Cog. Because the two of you did ridiculous damage to his brother.
We do job.
Yeah. So it was 1 is Cog, 2 is Brenos, right? Brenos?
All right, bring it on. Help me.
So 35 minus
Yep.
1 for fatigue, minus 5 for iterative attack.
You got 8.
9.
It rolls a nat 1.
Oh, and I got an 8.
Roll again.
It rolled a 45 total.
That misses with the 8.
Okay, so this time both the blade and the trident come up to block it into its gums. It's like, no, away from the mouth when it's open, and it critical misses. Weapon gain broken condition magical. It doesn't apply. So you
Chip
chip.
tooth.
I'm going to say this DM point. You chip off one of its teeth. It's a full dragon tooth. The platinum blade and the trident kind of like play dentistry upon.
Evil come together.
And you rip this tooth out. Law comes together.
I'm wielding a lawful blade.
Oh, that's right.
My blade is possessed by a lawful being.
And it's fucked, I think. Okay, Cog.
Cog's turn?
Yep.
You might want to step into a Frank, but
Yeah, Cog's going to move. Can I stand here?
No, you'd be in the acid.
why wouldn't you just 5 foot step? What the fuck are you doing? Sorry.
Sure, yeah. 5 foot step.
You're high. Just yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ.
No, for Brennus. For Brennus. Does Eamon have any bonuses for this thing? Or not yet?
+3.
Plus 3 to hit? Okay.
+2 from widget.
Same as before. Okay, same as before. All right.
On the first tackle.
Yep.
For widgets.
Okay.
And
Terrific.
As long as Eamon threatens it, it's
just such an awesome addition to the phalanx.
Okay, so 29,
if a
30,
party
31.
uses teamwork to win, it's definitely
1. 5,
If he
36.
has melee guys to help.
yes.
Otherwise, he's on defense and just
whole
keeps
time.
the casters alive. Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, wherever Rendor has a 48 AC right now.
Fuck.
You
Any
miss.
true strike potions there?
He'll drink he'll take a potion and drink. Is there an air wolf for alchemist to do that?
No?
Yeah. True strike.
And then a haste attack?
Whoop. Yeah.
Okay, this is an iterative penalty, but it's also haste.
Yeah. So 1d20 plus.
Cog just learned he
34.
can do alchemist true strike extracts to
You saw the dragons and were like, I could do that.
120 plus 29 plus 20.
his flurries missed. So no wait, you moved, took one attack, took a flurry.
Wait, hold on. I moved.
Yes.
Flurried.
Step, and action.
No,
action,
no,
jump,
no,
action.
no.
And then
And
and
haste
then
attack.
did your move was a
Wait.
you took a step
I have long arms. I didn't have to move.
to get a flank.
If
You
you
did.
want a flank and sneak attack, you do.
I was here.
No.
No, you were at the corner.
Yeah, that's where you were.
I was here.
No,
There.
that's right.
In front of you.
Oh. Okay.
So
You have to
you took a move, then you
yeah,
flurried.
yeah.
That's
So
2
move,
actions.
Flurry. Yeah. No, can't do it.
You could drink a
I-
true strike and it would be well no
For
you
next
can't
round.
because you're
If you
A flurry is not an attack. I have an attack and an action
correct.
left.
Correct.
Might as well bowl for 20.
So what was my attack? 5 and 29, 34. I have a true strike in my hand.
And then you took the potion out. Okay.
Yep.
Rezmir grabs the scroll. Cast disintegrate.
the cursed scroll of disintegrate.
DM point,
Yeah.
it's cursed.
I will give you a 1 in 100 chance it's cursed.
It reverses on the caster.
Yeah, one. If I roll 1, it's cursed. 90.
That would be cool.
Reverses on him. Fucking grab him.
So there's a big gaping hole in the
That shouldn't be bad.
in the wall of stone. Okay, the scroll kind of crinkles to dust, and all you guys see is this one cultist sorcerer with the burning bits of the scroll in front of him.
Cog yells, Do your flashy spell over that thing over there.
Rezmir will cast a Quicken True Strike. That ends his turn. Agony. So Agony's got long arms and his pole arms, so all he has to do is step to get into the flank with Slake.
Yep.
Okay. For wild swings with the hammer.
Beat his ass.
He's going to attack, haste attack, and then spell strike, true strike on the last one. Although he should have done it on the first one, but we'll see how this goes. I'll subtract his sorcerer spell now.
Big points.
Now, what are the bonuses?
You have a +2 from Widget.
+3 from Eamon.
Okay, so 20. He's just trying to hit for damage. He's not going to power attack. So he's at a +22 base. He's got a +2 from Widget, +3 from
Eamon. +3 from Bardsong.
+3 from Bardsong, +2 for Good Hope, +1 for Haste.
+1 flank? Or +2 flank, rather?
Yep.
+2 flank. -2 for the spell strike, +8. No, sorry.
And then -2 for the shaken.
Oh yeah, he's shaken. So that's his first attack. AC 47.
Boost that in anyone.
That's with the flank.
So Good Hope, Bardsong.
Yep. That's the 5.
Amen.
Amon's the 3.
2 is Widget.
Widget. Flank.
Flank. Haste.
Oh, I forgot Widget in there. Because that other 2 is his mage's.
Okay.
Okay.
Widget 8.
Okay, so he hit once. His second attack is all these bonuses.
Use a spell.
Well, no, it's not all of them because like the 8 of them.
You lose the Widget 8 there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I lose, but I keep the Amon 8.
Yep.
All right, so
And-
It's -7 on that.
yeah, 24, 27, 30, 32, 37, and I lose 7.
Oh, well, you have to add the extra 2 that you missed. It'd be 5
Yeah,
off
yeah.
of this. Or
Yep, okay. AC 40 is a miss.
spell strike in the last one.
Yeah, 27 -2 +20. A critical threat.
Smoking. Scoochie bitches.
A critical hit.
Scoochie bitches.
So he hit once. Let's do the damage from the one hit. 1d10 +18 +2 +5 for all of Barnabas's aids. I think that's it. Okay, his first strike did 33 damage, which becomes 23 because of the
Mantine nonsense.
Yeah.
But does his spell strike get his weapon up to +4?
4.
That's a good threat, Mantine.
Okay. 33 damage. And then the crit, the ×3 crit weapon. His Raven's Beak, I believe it's piercing or slashing.
Piercing or slashing? Piercing or bludgeoning?
Sorry, piercing or bludgeoning.
Well, this time no, so you want piercing.
Yeah, it's piercing or bludgeoning, so I'll roll d2. Bludgeoning or piercing in that order. It's piercing.
Nice.
Piercing is critical damage standard. 2 bleed. Bleed is tricky. It requires an additional +5 to stop. Tricky bleed.
It also means that there's always a bunch of checks for casting spells.
Alright, and then the damage is
Triple damage.
triple damage, which is
So you have 18, 20,
3d10
25,
plus 75 for 88 damage on top of the
Nice.
Wake
33.
you up in the morning.
8 is 41 plus 80, 121 damage. Well, Agony swinging his polearm around and clocking the dragon. The dragon wasn't really paying attention to Agony during that first round, and he paid for it a little bit. Speaking of paying for things, Slake is going to enter his stance to try to
You're a madman.
overrun the dragon
All right.
Go for it.
because he can overrun huge creatures with his latest feat, and this thing is a huge creature. Yep, he's trying to knock it over.
Raindrops are falling on your head.
So, belay style and rage gives him a plus 34. He's at -2 with a tower shield.
Flank, and you get a +2 from Widget.
Flank.
Flank +2 and +2
Aemon.
from Widget,
+3 from Eamon.
+3 from Eamon, and he does get the
Bard.
benefit of Bard Song, which is +3.
Bard Song. Yeah.
He gets a 48 on the CMD,
All those spells.
and the dragon
I assume it has higher than that.
Overlord.
Cog has a higher than
has
that.
a 47 CMD, plus the fatigue drops that by 1, which is a 46.
Dragon is so lucky on my day.
He doesn't trip it, because he needs to beat it by 5.
But you do body check it.
But he does body check it for damage. And there's no AO from all that, so he basically body checks it and ends up hit here.
Ooh.
His body check with his adamantine DR does a significant amount of damage.
Oh,
1d8
body
plus
check is more than this.
27 plus another 16. He does 47 points of damage.
That's a good old body check. That's the killer guy body check.
Okay, so that was one action. Could he do it again?
You roll last time. I think there's an iterative penalty and bonus
Yeah.
the bonuses before.
Okay. So he'll keep on kicking at the dragon and kicking at his feet and body checking. 20 plus 34 minus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 minus 5.
Minus one of those other twos is missing. So
Okay.
56, which was its thing.
56.
Or 55.
55, which beats its CMD by 5, so it falls down on this one.
Sorry, that last one was 40, whatever.
So this time he tries to body check one hind leg and gets underneath the tail, and then just goes body checks the other hind leg. Whoa. Okay, let's do the damage with body checking.
Please tell me to go before.
I forgot to add Bard Song damage to the last one, so I'm going to do that now. So he does another 56 damage to it.
Nice. And then do we get some AOs there?
Well, then it falls down,
Unfortunately, Brandis does not.
That's-
To spank it.
which means that everyone gets an AOO who is threatening it.
I don't have long arms right now. Don't have
In
long
order of initiative, Brenos, you're not close enough. Widget's not close enough.
Nope.
Barnabas Eamon
Nope, 37.
misses. Thilgrim's not there. Amadeus is not there. Cog.
punch it.
Punch it into.
Doesn't matter if it's the face. Pick it. Punch it the big toe.
Did you just critical threat it?
No, I
You
got.
don't have approved crit?
He
I
retrained
don't.
his improved crit.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
Next
that
with
would never be
2d8.
useful.
Never.
it isn't not for clock.
But you hit him.
Yep,
Sneak attack.
that's 47 and 2 strength.
And so it'd be dead.
You get by adamantine DR.
He does not get adamantine DR. No.
Okay. So 37.
Still good.
Grr.
And strength.
2 strength.
And 2 strength. You're punishing him for staying.
Yes, we are.
And then it's Slake's AOO, which happens at full attack.
Yep.
24 plus 2 for flank plus 3 for bard song plus
3 for aim.
3 for aim. AC 47 hits a prone dragon.
Take the dragon to the
But Artemis has been useful in this fight through his cohort.
It's 2 less because of his tower shield, but he still hits because it fell prone.
Dragon's AC is 43.
Yeah.
So.
He punches the dragon for 36 damage.
Very effective rounds.
Leave me out of the fight, will you?
Fucking war machine.
All right, Sunny missed. Yeah, so there's no other AOs. Voragomanthar is dead. His Black Tentacles is still there, so I'll just keep on counting. Sunny.
Sunny is going to. Well, obviously he didn't like that, so we're going to put the ball stone back up.
Dick.
It gets to be. It's a little bit thicker. Like
Yep.
It's, the whole thing's a little bit thicker.
Amadeus here's a swear.
Okay, nobody have vital organs fall out for at least a few moments. I need him to decide to. I'm having a wizard duel over here.
The injured Drake is just going back and forward. They can't fit down there. It doesn't want to go down there. Cultists.
I know. Hi, Amadeus. I got.
Floats forward.
And I die.
There you are.
Lightning bolt?
No,
Magic missile.
Lightning bolt?
they're a bunch of sorcerers, dude. They're a bunch of dragon-blooded sorcerers. 8th level.
Magic missile me to death.
18 damage.
It's more than the letter that you got. And you're flying, so I don't know if you're falling immediately to the pummel.
No, fly lets you float down. That's pretty good.
Are you unconscious
Yep, he's up.
He's
and alive?
Alive.
Okay.
Not for long.
he's at minus though.
Unless he's got gills.
Does not
You guys
have
have
gills.
you have a frog in you.
I've got him. He's incapacitated.
Does anyone hear that?
They can take you, they can torture you for a while, and let's see what surprise pops out because they don't know about it.
That's right. Passed out after a day. In the most horrific slog in history.
Oh, we're gonna trade.
It's a DC 34 for Widget and Barnabas, and DC 35 for Thogrum to hear that cultist yell out.
Okay.
And then
But
we're talking
the,
about DC 38 for Slake and
So Breno still has a spell rank that gives him a plus 20.
okay, so 35, another 6 is DC 42. You're distracted, DC 46.
61.
You hear this high pitched annoying voice going, "He's incapacitated. We have him."
They've got Amadeus! It's all you're gonna get on the radio barbarian.
We should retreat, master. You don't hear the whispering, no. The plans of the people right beside each other would be 25. Well, hold on a second. He yelled in combat.
Yep.
And then the distance from him is another
4, 5.
9 on the, what did we say? It was 35 from Thogrum,
It was 46.
plus another, it was 46, yeah. They're whispering with another 9, so 46 is 54. And then whispering is like a DC 20 as opposed to a 0.
So
It's 74,
74.
to hear them.
So he doesn't quite hear them, but
But it was in.
it was a possibility.
It's like, you hear the murmurs. And, all right. So they're making plans, and then this cultist is simply going to go hastily flying back to the gate. Now, this portal is not like an open portal. It's a thing you land on and say the word, and then you get transported.
So he can action.
Yeah, so he can't quite get back all the way there and do the portal.
As long as one of them leaves a hint. Brenos took care, or Amadeus took care of that.
Brenos.
Okay. I don't like this man. I don't like him at all. Brenos is going to move to here. He provokes no AOs as he's moving through allied squares.
Nice. Adjacent allies.
Adjacent allies. All right. I am so.
Oh, the dragon's bloodied after all that.
Good.
I'm glad to hear it. Quick glad.
The 294 punishing damage that slate crashing into your butt does.
So Brenos used escape route to move through the allied squares, a teamwork feat. He is now using amplified rage, a teamwork feat, to rage harder to kill this thing, in cooperation with Slake.
And you're using the flank?
And I'm using the flanking power. So I'm using 3 teamwork feats. I feel good. You can use teamwork feats.
Okay, the dragon has normally an AC, well, with all of its spells, AC 48. With its fatigue, it's AC 47. And then it's prone, so AC 43.
Okay, and I had 2 aids on the first attack.
Yep.
All right, so with the amplified rage, I have a plus 39, and then 42 with your power. So plus 42, plus your aid is plus 3.
My aid is plus 5.
Widgets, well, your aid is plus 5. Plus 5, widgets aid is plus 2, and the flank is a plus 4. Okay. AC 60.
You strike.
All right.
Reverendor. Brother.
Plus 42, plus 4, minus
Also,
9.
I got my ball.
AC 46 on the second swing.
Hits by 3. Mistake of staying one more round.
AC 40 on the third swing.
Missed by 3.
That's okay. All right, first 2 hits. So 66 plus. No, I do more damage because I am more mad. I am specifically 4 strength more mad, which adds 9 becomes 11. It's 3 more damage. Okay. 48. The first swing does 67 damage.
Okay.
The second swing does 76 damage.
For a total of
143.
136, 143. 343 minus 6. 43 minus 6 is 37. So you're at 337 damage.
Okay.
No, give me a second.
Wait, what? That's not right. He's at 300.
437 damage.
Yeah.
That second hit forces it to make a fortitude save.
Okay, well, on the first hit, I'm yelling in its face to make it shaken.
Okay, let's roll that.
All right, now I am extra angry because I'm raging with Slake.
Yep.
So 1d20 plus 28 plus.
Because you want to screw up its save a bit.
Yes, I do.
Still has to not roll 20.
Plus 2 plus. Latent field. It'll do panic.
Yep.
So 28 plus 6 plus 2 plus. Yeah, good hopes there, and then rage. Rage and then amplified rage. I think that's correct. I'll keep the 18, so that's 59 on the intimidate check.
The DC is 10, 4 because it's bigger. It has 24 hit dice, so 38. and has a wisdom modifier +5, which is 43.
43. So
You beat it by 16.
okay, so it needs to make a will save. It's shaken for 4 rounds and needs to make a will save.
31.
It's shaken for 4 rounds.
Yeah. It's to go away now. It really was.
Widget. Look, I got this thing that spins and it does all this stuff, and it's lying there all like wheezing and whining.
Amadeus, don't forget him.
Yeah, Widget.
We don't know where he is.
All right. So Widget is going to move forward. I think it's move forward, true strike, and hit it. And then I'll be threatening it for its attempt to teleport if it lives that long.
Kill, steal, steal, steal.
Okay, so Widget's going to move forward.
Flying above the boiling pit of acid.
Yeah, we'll go right behind Slake, above Slake.
Sure.
All right, so Widget
Doesn't incur any O's because it can't see you.
me.
They didn't put up the invisibility because dragon senses are usually good.
So 120 plus
Good enough.
19 base plus.
Oh, you're attacking with the blazing whirligig?
Yeah. Alright, so plus 19, and then there's Good Hope plus 2, Bird Song plus 3, Bank plus 2, Aim and Woe plus 3, and then True Strike plus 20. Plus 2 for being invisible and it can't see.
So you got the true strike off how?
Nat 20.
Nat
So
20.
True Strike.
Yep.
Flew up and a haste attack.
Nat 20, dude.
And then that's 20.
AC 71.
AC 59 to confirm.
You crit it? No, it should have stayed around.
Reduced damage on the critical.
Okay.
The second, it's a Ripsaw Glaive. I think it's a ×3 critting weapon. It is, so it'll only do double damage.
Okay, but D3 to a rate of ability score.
So 1d6. It's Dex. Reduced by 1.
Okay, and its dex score is.
Probably odd.
It has an 8 dex,
Oh, there we go.
so it lost 1 AC.
Hey, buddy. Alright, so now damage. 2d8 plus. So it's 8 base plus 2 for spinning is 10, plus arcane strike is 13, power attack is 25, good hope is 27, and bard song is 30. So 2d8 plus 60 minus 10 for I don't get through that in that time of year. 56 damage.
Okay. Wherever Rendar has 456 hit points, it did put up a false life at the beginning of the battle for 12 extra hit points. 456 plus 12 means it's dealing with a pool of 468, minus the 437 damage you did to it before you swung. Then you did 56
After
damage after DR, means it's at minus 25, and its con is 25. You hit it right in the neck, turned around, you got it right where the neck kind of turns into the underjaw. Acid blood everywhere. The horrible sounds of gurgling, dying dragon as it attempted to take vengeance upon the ones that killed his brother, and it in the grand scheme of things, was the fatal mistake. As the dragon's head hits the ground, the cult has lost not one, but two of its very, very potent allies.
You better run, Megan. There's something else.
At this point in time, yeah, Barnabas, what are you doing, bud?
Pops it around the corner. See, I told you we could do it.
Get Amadeus.
Thogrim says, "Make it sound like the dragon's still here.
I don't want them to stay here.
Make it sound like the dragon is still here. So the others
Barnabas
don't
will
leave."
a ghost sound, like, loud as you can, a dragon roar.
Okay.
Well, if they still think the dragon's here, they'll still try to,
Give me a bluff, Barnabas.
ask the right guy to do it.
This is true.
Don't see Thogrim doing this shit.
Oh, got my Chromatic and 54.
So a 54 bluff to make it sound like the dragon you were fighting. Okay, there's a convincing roar that echoes throughout the chamber.
Rumble and tumble.
Eamon Woe, what are you doing this round?
Unpuckering?
Yeah, is the fear effect on?
No, it lasts rounds.
Okay.
He beats
So we killed the dragon.
nothing.
Thogrim?
Thogrim has the cannons reloaded. He's aiming it at the wall and readying to fire down the center
Okay.
if it disappears.
Amadeus?
It's falling into the water and bleeding out.
What is the negative hit point total that you're at?
Be -7.
Yes, it's -7.
Okay, so DC 17 Constitution check to stabilize.
The people who investigated down here, they have a general concept of the layout.
Yep. Widget's already started to get the bugs starting to return. It hasn't been hours yet, but Widget also kind of has.
He fails and probably starts his drowning.
You descend at like 60 per round, so you touch the water.
Wait, +6? Isn't it a lot higher than that, dude?
What?
Okay, so subtract 1 hit point, and then you go into the water.
Next round, we'll start drowning.
Wherever Rendor is dead, but it has acid fog going, so we'll just keep that on the cog. What are you doing?
Where is Amadeus? Where is he? He's asking for someone to point a direction.
Well, around the corner that way, probably. Maybe the portal. Not sure.
Yeah, the muck has subsided. Whoops. I'm going to erase. So you have a general sense that there is a way this way that might, because of the echoes, connect to.
Okay, Cog will flying run to try to get through the other area. Well, does fly add 30 to your move speed, or does it?
No, haste adds 30 to your fly speed.
Oh, there we go.
So 90.
So 90. So 180, I guess, would take me to. Oops. Is 170? Let's do this. Let's do it. That's 170.
That's 180.
That's 180. So another 90.
Yeah, I don't know if I can take any more of those fireballs. Acid balls.
It's 3 moves.
Okay, cog, you can't quite see through the
No.
darkness. You can hear water.
I can't take any. He needs to make the save.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Rezmir, grab him.
How heavy is Amadeus?
It's heavy.
Hmm.
Well, I've got Amadeus at
That is
370 pounds.
huh.
Plus some gear.
Plus some gear.
He's a 400-pound big boy. Might take them some time to figure out how to drag his large ass around.
Dead weight, too.
He's in the water.
That's true.
Agony Coles can breathe again.
Does that work?
What?
If you go into like a birthing pool, you teleport with the weight you can pick up in the water, like the displaced weight. Because if that works, then oh my good god.
Teleport works in space.
Yeah.
But just
Or
grab the
space
thing.
station.
I know.
Grab the space station.
Yeah, I think vehicles might be the limit here.
There's probably
Uh, Agony is going to. Do you want to go on the other side? Brandon's with 143 damage.
He's not saying no because he's still raging, but he probably should say no.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't think Agony's
if we
quite
get,
brave enough
if
to
we
go
get
along.
blocked by one of those fucking balls again.
Who wants to go with Agony on into the other side, like into that, into the junction? He's like, we're going to the junction.
Sunny would go.
I'll be alright.
Widget is fitty. Widget's alright to go. He's pretty well protected.
Thogrim would go with him as well.
And like Eamon might. be
Okay, so
willing to go 'cause
Agony flies to more central location, and he's readying a dimension door or a teleport to go to that junction area. Like, we're gonna make an attempt to save
Yep.
Amadeus. Slake just starts running to go. Amadeus.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
So that's 2 moves.
How many can he take?
He can take 3.
Just Amy doesn't want to go, but Barnabas is going.
Okay, well, you moved a bunch of people out of turn. Yo, we're still in there because it's whether or not they can get away with Amadeus.
All right.
Varagomanthar dead, but his black tentacles live on. Sunny.
Is there like fungus in this cave?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say there's like a there's like a lichen fungus
Okay.
in parts of the cave.
I'm going to cast Forest Sense as a standard action to scry upon Amadeus.
Okay.
Do I get a sense of what the air room he's in? is
Forest
like?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fungus grows really close to the water, and you can. Do you have scent?
Yes, that's bad.
Okay, you know that Amadeus is just plunged headfirst into a pool of water.
He's in a pool of water.
It looked like he was unconscious.
He's unconscious. We must move quickly. We should go to where there's water. And he's coming over. He's gonna land on Agony.
Okay. Ambush Drakes. So Agony doesn't quite have enough people. The cultists. Flies down into the water. And like a baby, lifts with his fly spell and casts Dimension Door, a spell that Amadeus cannot resist.
He's left the water. Somebody's touching him. Like I get this. Like I get all the senses, right? So,
Yep.
Oh, somebody's grabbed him. They've left the water. I think they're in a dry room now.
Yes.
I get all that crap.
Yeah, the there's a tiny bit of fungus in this room, although there's that weird moss.
All that moss. Yeah.
But it's not this. It has to be the same type of plant, or
No, just as long as everything
Okay.
plants.
So, Sonny knows immediately that this thing is called frostbeard moss, and it's a very hardy plant from a northern region.
Frostbeard moss from the north.
Kind of like between Sudbury and Hearst, like almost tundra, swampy land.
Frostbeard moss. Distinct type of moss. Not something you'd find in a cave. They might have teleported him away.
And because you hear this cultist had a readied action to use the portal when everyone was in it, which includes a Rezmir that no one could see and the two cultists, he says the words to the portal. And the words are such. I should have wrote these down. Pretty sure I can find it quickly. Rezmir. And then I don't think you can see Amadeus anymore, or does this extend to different planes or different parts of the world?
How far away are they? Sorry, don't ask that. Are they less than 12 miles away?
They're more than 12 miles away.
Okay, then it's outside the range.
Okay, so you lose track of Amadeus.
Okay,
And the portal didn't open. It just sort of blazed with magic and they're gone.
There's a portal over there, right?
Yes.
It's more of a teleportation circle.
The teleportation circle over there, I know the keyword.
Okay.
They have him. He's pretty far away right now. We don't know where he is. I mean, aside from very far away, likely far north because of the mouse.
I'm going to spend a DM point that when you guys all surge in towards each other, Agony takes the warriors that come with him. So Eamon and I think Barnabas said they're flying in. He's going to take... I think he leaves Barnabas behind because Barnabas isn't a warrior.
That's my feelings.
Go, keep going.
Widget, Eamon, and Agony absolutely butcher this ambush drake that confronts them when because the pet was left behind.
Can't see me. And...
Yeah, it just stab, thunk. The CR5 whatever drake dies, and then all is quiet in the catacombs beneath the castle in the swamp.
Thorgrim can use a dimension door to get Barnabas and himself across.
For a short period of time, you are lords of this domain.
We're lords again.
Right.
Yeah. There's an interruption in the lordship.
Yes.
Are we immediately going after them, or are we going to rest? I mean,
Barnabas looks at everyone. I can't. I don't even know what's on the other star.
Probably moss and dragons.
Yeah, the party begins to dimension door and move around so that they're all together
It's
again.
been a very taxing day.
Yes.
Can you move with your cannon or not, Thorgrim?
You're muted.
Sorry. Let me read that.
You have to spend
The cannon, I might have to shrink it, but I don't know if I can do that because this is a token cannon.
Yeah, the cannon lasts for an hour.
I think it lasts for longer. Let me.
It's a feather token.
Yeah, it's like a catapult feather token.
Oh, it's 1 hour. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, if it's an actual cannon, then can I shrink it?
It's a magic item because you conjured it. So.
Oh.
Is it exactly like catapult feather token?
Then
Yes.
no.
So then
I can't bring it.
It's for 12 hours?
That's what catapult token is. 12 hours.
Oh, okay. Well then, whatever that is.
So, you get that for 12 hours.
The cannon lasts for 12 hours, right?
For a siege.
Yeah. Cast level 12 duration 1 hour. 1 hour. Maybe. It says 12 hours, so
I'm just looking at the item.
Okay.
It's 200 gold. I'm looking at magic items, list 400 gold piece token, creates a standard cap.
Okay. It must have been a typo.
Right, so I'm fairly sore right now.
We will mount a rescue attempt.
So, in the internals of some of the characters, if it was a different person who got captured, maybe there would be much more protest as to wait till the morning.
Yep. What do you mean we're waiting? Amadeus is one of us. There are some allies of Amadeus.
Yeah.
And Slake just simply fast healed the 15 damage he had away.
Yeah.
And spent.
Then cast your
And
anti-bobo
we don't know
spells.
what's on the other side.
Precise, you're gonna hit them while they're running.
We don't have any more wands of healing.
I do.
There we go. You got your crutch. He hasn't even started knitting your wounds yet.
And what do you want the spellcasters to attack with? Or you just...
You got weapons? You got stuff in your bags?
We need some way to protect ourselves from those balls of acid. They are far too potent, and I do not know how we can counter them.
You take one of these and you stick it where the sun don't shine. Or in his mouth so he can't talk.
We got to be able to find that caster because I couldn't see him. I can see invisibles, but I couldn't see him. Same with that dragon. You have to do that thing, Sonny.
There are spells to block their spirit. So yes, we have to get them to do that thing. But
if we know how to get through there to save Amadeus, I'll let the magic of that stupid thing work. Slake is on the side of going after Amadeus now.
they are
So's Cog.
broken and beaten. They need to rest as well.
Agony is delaying his vote until it's clear that they're outnumbered to join his friends Slake and Cog.
Yep.
He's just holding back and
He agrees with the not Slake and Cog, but
and
he
he
wants to
didn't
show.
take any damage. He's just not in a big hurry to go do that.
Yeah.
No.
He wants the treasure. It'll be much more effective with a bit of rest. Amadeus is a tough bit.
Oh, they torture him and just be like him praying, so he likes that sort of thing.
He's one of the gang. Looks like there's a vote happening, as apparently the Steel Rose Expeditionary League is a democracy.
So Widget will dismiss his greater visibility, showing his 108 damage. For a guy who never got targeted by anything, sure got the shit blown out of him.
Come on, Widget killed the dragon.
Oh, Widget killed
He
him.
was
Took it
doing
off.
stuff.
It dispelled all the spells of the other dragon? Dude.
He was a good draft pick, Barnabas. Okay, so who's
That's my superpower.
nice? So I'm grouping people in the want to go save Amadeus now. Eamon doesn't get a vote. I abstain, is what he says.
Where's the other?
Just put them over.
Later over here.
Oh, Marty, could Thogum have shrunk the pieces of his cannon to bring with him?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Widget's gonna go to the next, go tomorrow.
Okay. So Widget is camp tomorrow.
Yep. Renos.
Camp tomorrow.
Is there an hour to get our bearings, group?
You wait an hour, you might as well wait a day.
Hour's better than a
It's going to
day.
be just as fucking gone. Because they got magic.
I can. Oh, so here's the thing. Every day I have to touch you. So if I can't touch you in the morning, I can't bring you back. Because every day in the morning, standard action. So I can't just like abduct him back. I have to find him first.
What if you have something of his, like perhaps his blood? Or his familiar?
His familiar's up. Oh, it's like doesn't know that. I don't know where Gordon is. Usually in a pocket.
He was upstairs. I can.
see my crap.
Didn't you leave him up in the cell?
Your nephew's also left up, tied up in blood rope, lying upstairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Right, you've got family upstairs.
Right. I've also got family that got teleported that way.
The family might be able to tell us what's on the other side of that pool.
Touche. Can someone who can carry him come with me?
Sonny,
He flexes his very thin arms.
Sonny's like, I am of Volcanica. He's going to sit on Aemon.
The abstention.
I'm allowed to do this, right?
You've made friends with him enough that he doesn't care that the bat's on top of him.
The warrior probably doesn't mind that the healer likes to have him on.
Yeah, it's
Brennan.
fine.
Brennan.
Barnabas finds Sonny special. Sonny's a healer. He's logicked in his mind that you're an
Brennis
end,
is
not
going
an
on
or.
this side.
All right, Thorgrim's going on that side.
So yeah, Brennis, you need to recover. You're no good to us if you die on the other side. Same with you, Cog. Who else is fucked up?
We just raise his
Like-
hand.
It's like I'm also fucked up. Oh, you're pretty fucked up for a small guy.
Agony is kind of looking at the corner of his eye at Brennis.
Almost a bit of a fuck sometimes, isn't it?
You killed the dragon.
2 dragons.
And he bought us the time to do it. Imagine we had those balls right upon us the whole time.
He's some sort of dragon sorcerer. I could feel it. What I can do to fire, he could do to acid.
Is there a way to stop the balls from raining?
Our protections were a minor inconvenience. Dodge.
No, what if you put the more effective resistances up, and you put multiple ones?
Protections. Yeah, you're right. We could do protections on top of the resists.
Yeah, but could you put multiple protections?
No,
Oh,
but you could do protect and the resist. The protect would go first. This I know.
Well, by time.
It would buy time, but I don't have that spell
I can make some of those.
now.
Not now, tomorrow. I don't have.
He
any
looks
more
at Brennos.
potions.
He takes a claw and just sort of sticks it in your wound.
Brennos has like.
He doesn't do any damage to you. But he's
If
like,
they took him
So,
alive,
how many hit points do you think Brennos has right now?
I don't know, like 10.
He's got 5.
Okay.
if listen to me, if they took him alive, then they
Brennos, after
mean
getting poked in the kidney, he sits over here and pouts. He's just gonna be like,
if they took him
Agony
alive,
says, I thought
they need
so,
him.
and then makes a bluff check.
be like, Nell's been doing this all the whole time.
32.
People know that he. I think Barnabas just always knows because he's Barnabas. Brennos knows. Brennos doesn't say anything.
Yep.
He doesn't care. Sonny doesn't even know. Actually, he's like.
He just goes up to Slake and Cog and shrugs.
We're going to need spells to protect ourselves.
First thing in the morning, I'm going after them.
Yes, we will. In the meantime, let's collect some intelligence.
Where are we going to rest?
As effective as possible, Scott.
Where are we going to rest?
We need something that blocks from them seeing you.
I think I'm checking if I have another.
He looks to Sunny, he looks to Widget, looks to Thogrim.
I have my rope tricks.
You can still be subscribed on a book.
One rope trick.
There are 9 of us. 10 if you count Gordon. 11 if you count Mistra.
No, I'm not counting.
Well, there is still another rope trick there. My first rope trick is still over there. He points to like the little ridge. It will last for another 7. How many hours? Last for? Is it 8 hours?
Sunny is going to be using the telepathic bond to tell Mistra to protect the Snapdragon.
Yep.
And Mistra will guard Snapdragon until I return.
Okay.
She is on an adventure.
That rope trick I have will last for another 11 hours. With another one I make, we should be fine.
Fine from what?
We do the 13-hour rope trick. Like, you're right.
Alright, but that doesn't protect you from scrying.
You're on a plane.
Makes it harder.
And, yeah.
I don't think that guy's going to be bothered, to be honest.
Well, if I didn't have to, make it so the dragon was killable, I don't have
Right, no one's blaming you. You were a star.
Hey, you have a private sanctum?
No.
Not prepared.
Do you have Sonny, tell me you got a private sanctum.
I am the druid of Volcanica. All of Volcanica is my sanctum.
He's got a treehouse, is what he's got.
You're saying no, right?
We can go to the treehouse. We need to go to the treehouse.
Was the treehouse protected from scrying? It had a bunch of things. I don't know if scrying.
I believe it has private sanctum in it.
I think so.
I think we talked about it being a good place to private space.
Yeah, it was also like, you should put a private sanctum in there.
No,
Let me see. The cabin in the swamp.
I'm going to check to see.
Protects from elements, magical illumination inside. Creatures inside have total concealment as per tiny hut, nourishing vines, and it has those spells that help the trees dry to transport via plants.
Yeah. All right, I want to check to see, just in case I have like a scroll. Because sometimes there's like, oh, you have a scroll. No. And I have an emergency secure shelter. Let's go to the treehouse. It doesn't do what you want.
Never mind.
So where are we teleporting to? Do we want to grab anything?
I'm out of teleport.
Well, we took the place, may as well loot it.
Yeah, what are your next actions? These are important.
Do you have a non-detection, maybe?
No.
Do I have a non-detection?
Don't know. I can tell you if we're being watched. That's about it. Yeah.
It's like a 20-foot radius around here?
It is. I have to look it up.
I don't, and then Widget. Widget has some of these tricksy things, so let's see.
40 foot.
Nice. So stay close to you. At least low.
Who has non-detection?
Barnabas. No, not non-detection. Detect scrying.
Detect scrying.
So.
Agony grins a little bit. It's like in his mind, he's like, oh, so protect Barnabas again.
So if we need more rope tricks, I can make the rope tricks.
I can prepare two. I have one extra one as well.
If we're going to take prisoners, then we might need both.
That one over there would last another 11 hours.
Yeah, but I don't know if we want to sleep at this place.
All right.
I don't think we should sleep in this place.
I ain't going no rope trick.
Well, I don't think we should sleep here either. I will reiterate, I think we should loot it before we leave.
Well, shrugs, he's fine with that.
Want to sleep in the upstairs of the castle, or we can make a tree house outside.
I would like to put some distance between us and this castle.
Snake won't go that far.
So
I can make it back to where we were before, and then take the boat back to
I'd be fine there.
that miserable cabin.
On the morrow, we're going to be going back through the circle.
So there'll be a bit of a walk or something.
I'll go find a muddy water to go lie in.
We could wall you in.
Nah, I'll go into the pond.
Frogman slate.
No, where we landed, we first met the lizard men. Let's go dive in the lake. Let's sit there for the evening. Watch some fish. I've been wanting to go do that. I don't gotta breathe.
Would you like a light spell to help, see?
Fuck off, Sonny. I'm gonna do the druid. I'm gonna do the druidy thing and watch fish. So that's where I'll be.
All right. Then, yeah, we should be able to get where we want to go. This feels very strange. I'm used to winning. Did we win? I don't think we won. We sort of won.
This was a yes and no sort of thing.
Pyrrhic victory.
Technically, it's a win, but it was a costly one. So.
If they're going to come here, they're going to come through this portal, right?
What are we going to do about the other mortals with the, he uses the word mortals, and he thinks to himself, it's not the right word, we're all mortals, sort of. What was that?
Well,
The other ones,
that was a high circle spell, right?
yes. What was the 7?
So the place they're going is very far.
Not
Well,
necessarily.
the spell I used is miles and miles away. We can try to scry on Amadeus right now, if you want to get a better location. We can skip the circle altogether. I mean,
Depends how far it is. Teleport only goes so far.
magic is true that circle can go much further.
What about that cabin? Couldn't it show you that cabin you said could allow you to transport or something?
Yes, transport with plants. So if we could find a plant large enough.
Then scry upon Amadeus.
We could try to scry on Amadeus. Let me check.
It's an hour.
I think I can cast Scrying Greater.
Let's go and get your nephew.
I can't cast Scrying Greater. It's a 7th circle spell. God damn it. I would scry. It would take an hour.
I'm not doing anything.
We can try that.
Okay, what are you guys doing immediately next?
Going and taking the fucking rings off of the stupid dragons.
Okay, so you
because-
make your way back around, and you're back in the cavern here.
No.
Okay, so the ring that was on wherever Rendor is a
No, I just go to the treasure sheet. It's like evasion.
ring of evasion. I'm going to roll a random magic item ring for the other dragon.
Okay.
As the two dragons went, yep, we'll give you the rings. What I need is a D6 1 through 3. Give me a second. 1 through 3, it's a greater medium ring.
I'll let you roll the D6.
4, 5, it's a lesser major. And
Right.
6, it's a greater major.
1d6.
Yep. That's all right.
And then a percentile. There's still some awesome rings in this.
Yeah.
Ring of Evasion
98.
is in this list. So
98.
okay, a second percentile.
52.
Okay. Would you guys rather another Ring of Evasion or a Ring of Wizardry 1?
I'm pressing my Ring of Wizardry. But I'm right. Ring of Wizardry?
That doubles any arcane first level spells, the base number of spells before you add bonus. Agony already has one of those.
Yeah, they're really good.
Okay, so you found a Ring of Wizardry on
The big guy.
Vargamathar.
Really like True Strike.
and then Weverendor had a Ring of Evasion. Tucked into their scales, they had 10,000 gold pieces apiece of assorted dark-hued gems, ranging from purple to black.
Are any of them like opals or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we'll say a third of them are opals. 3,000 are opals.
So I'm going to put 1,700 dark hue gems.
No, 17,000.
That's right. I did have that.
Yeah.
15,000 dark hue gems and 3,000 of opal.
Okay, and then they both had Amulets of Mighty Fists +3. That had also acid on them, because not all dragons have acid on their attacks.
Or their elements.
Yeah, these ones did. Those are the dragons.
Okay.
Did you do anything with the prisoners?
That is a good question.
Do we find the crab?
You haven't gone upstairs
We haven't
yet.
gone upstairs yet. Cast anyone, treated blah, spell must be used, and try spell list. Try spell class. Okay. So Sunny is going to use this pool of water here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this acid dissipates in.
He's going to ask Barnabas over. Okay, and he's going to use
5 or 6 rounds. The acid was
He's going to use a mythic point, use a standard action to cast a 10-minute spell. So we're going to let's see what will happen on the day. So this will be like a few minutes will go by, or 10 minutes will go by. We'll see if we can get a sense of what what's happening to Amadeus.
10 minutes, huh?
Yeah, I'm giving some time so it's not like the other end
people
of the
going,
portal.
why does he carry so much rope?
Well, he's really big, so they need somebody to help move. Or they might have just teleported him. So he might already be in a place that's protected. I don't know. But somebody has to pick him up now. They need somebody who can pick up 4
I
pounds.
think the half drag probably pick him up.
Yeah, they're not all Gronks.
With a +8 strength, you're a Gronk.
Yeah. Unless you're really.
Unless you started off like pretty meager.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. Let's roll a d20.
Okay.
Because the spot where they're gonna stick him, isn't necessarily a spot that came hedged against teleport or hedged against scrying. But there are wizards and things that could have put this spell up.
Yeah.
So if you roll higher, it means you are faster at getting off the scry than they were at putting up their.
Right. This is one of those things where I should have done that right away, but I didn't think of it.
Yep.
7.
4.
Woo.
Okay, so I'm going to go to another map. I'm going to rename the map quickly. Don't know what this place is. Map. I'll just call it IHL. Remote North.
International Hockey League.
I'll make the map player visible. And I will unfog what looks like a basement. And well, Amadeus is unconscious, so he doesn't get a save.
Yep.
So you scry on him.
Yep.
That's awesome. And how long did it take to cast?
Standard action. Use mythic point.
Okay.
So it was after the talking and basically coming around here.
Yeah, and looting and looking at the rings like, ooh, what did these powerful things do?
Yeah.
So they've chained Amadeus up in a chamber. I don't think you get to see all of it.
Nope.
Like a 10-foot radius around you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will force you guys there.
You could use that memory spell to. Wouldn't it help you to be able to teleport there more accurately?
And there's something hulking that you can't quite see all of.
Oh, shit.
It is a massive, green-skinned, warty creature that dwarves Amadeus in size, that is lacing Amadeus in chains and tying ropes around Amadeus.
Look at the size of that guy. His cloak has arms on it.
Nope. Troll has 4 arms. And is gargantuan in size.
You wouldn't happen to know who the fuck Big Nose is, eh?
Any chance I know who that is?
It would be knowledge local, some other region that isn't normally yours. It could also be knowledge nature.
Sonny, wouldn't you be able to, just you're the druid of this planet. Wouldn't you be able to know where it is, what it is? I don't know. Do you have any powers like that? Be useful for once.
If they're being lice, then I'd feel the itchiness. That looks like it could be lice or a tick or something.
Mosquito.
S02E37. If I take 10 and do the reroll thing.
59?
Yeah.
Yeah, this troll has a name. And it's been around for so long that it's kind of like you don't go into this territory because people fear the troll. It's a troll of great age. You're talking several hundred years old.
Mm-hmm.
Its name is Trespin the Terrible, also known as Trespin Forearms. He has a lot of scarring along his arms and legs. You think, with your knowledge check, that Trespin, through his great age, has managed to grow a brain much larger than that of a regular troll.
Okay.
And sometimes he's sought out by people who want to learn how to train monsters.
Okay.
He's not necessarily the savage maniac that trolls are. He's maybe mellowed somewhat in his great age. And he's way up far, and he ranges in the remote north borderline Arctic Circle kind of areas of Volcanica, where there are very big beasts to go and beat up and train.
Okay.
Well, he's bigger than them.
Trespin is, when he's angered, he becomes a foe that is very, very strong, and you would think that even like giants of other larger races may not want to mess with him. He has barbarian class levels. And maybe a mixture of ranger in there, depending on how cool I want to make Trespin.
Birdie.
He's a mutant of sorts in that he has 4 arms, which likely is the reason why he doesn't hang out with other trolls. From the scry, other people can see this, right?
Yeah, this is cool.
He's got a bunch of collars coming off of his belt that match the collars and tack that were on the ambush drakes. And right now he is applying some sort of very heavy rope to Amadeus, and he's got Amadeus kind of strung up. There's manacles on him and a bunch of heavy weights. It's like they're making sure he doesn't get away.
I have a request. It's most embarrassing.
Somebody says, use this, it'll keep him from teleporting. And Amadeus's dimensional shackles get put on Amadeus.
What a
dick move.
Yeah. This is somewhat embarrassing.
Perception checks.
Oh.
When Trespin is convinced that it's secure, like, click, click, you guys are watching, you've got a suggestion.
No. Big Hope's probably not still running.
Probably not. And the acute senses is not running. 27, 25.
28.
We're already rolling boots. Here, give me Widget cares. Come on, Widget, you can save the day.
Does Branos have his?
It's 1 minute per level.
Okay.
Really useful spell though. 33? It's not the 60s that we're getting before.
It's okay to say no, Marty.
Yeah, it's almost imperceptible. Does Amadeus wear armor?
Nope.
Just rags and his cloaks and
Yeah,
things
he's
like
got a monk's robe.
Okay. Yeah, Trespin, he wandered away out of view for a moment, and then you can see he places the dimensional shackles around Amadeus' neck, affixes them to the shackled area. He's not going away.
Do we want to? Honest. Do we want to start diplomacy with the big guy?
Call your drakes in from the field. We might be having visitors soon.
You're gonna be having visitors soon enough? Bastards.
I've got a lot of drakes to you already. A lot of them don't return. This is what we pay you for, Trespin. You can always grow more drakes. It's just to the dragons we bend our knee.
I think he might be reasonable. We might be able to strike a deal with Trespin. I didn't prepare a message spell today. It's kind of embarrassing. Don't make me beg.
Keep an eye on the portal hill. It is likely how they'll arrive. Yes, Rezmir. As you command.
Sense motive.
Yep.
I'm wondering if this guy is under a compulsion, charm, or something else that would be.
Oh shit! I put it in the wrong one. Sorry, Marty.
Is this guy magically compulsed in any way to be Does he have a magic thorn in his
Hey,
magic
I'm
mouth?
rolling like a rock star. Jeez. You know, one that's too drunk to play guitar.
29 from Sunny. Branos. 41.
Yeah, there was a tiny edge of like, yeah, there might be a magical compulsion. Might be a subtle one, not like you're dominated, but yeah, there might be something influencing friendship. And then what was the 41 for?
That was Branos's argument. I am the Inquisitor.
Oh, percept or
It's
sense motive.
motive,
Okay, yeah.
I think it might be John. The biggin.
Yeah.
I don't like the biggin.
Well, it's natural because it is a troll and you it's giant kind and you are a wolf.
Makes us.
You are natural enemies.
Alright. You seem like less of a prick than the other guy.
That is Tristan terrible.
And then there are these hollow thumps, like you could hear it walking around the ground. Like this place might be subterranean, underground.
Yep. Was there any plants that could be seen? Or is it like a building?
No.
And then far up north? I don't know if we could transport via plant that far north.
Yeah, there's no plants up there.
Not much. Like, I mean, there'll be the moss and stuff. So I could transport via plant, but you need to find a way to get yourself itty bitty. You have to be really small. You have to fit inside the plant that you're transporting.
Yeah, might be a problem.
I don't know how long your scry lasts. Minutes?
14 minutes.
Okay. So I think that was
There's this
enough.
halfling tradition that I've seen where they sort of pack themselves into really small spaces. Really bendy, twisty.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Okay. Are you doing anything with the boggards and the sick cultist?
We have to do something. Well, Amadeus isn't available for surgery right now, so Cog.
Cog's willing to do it.
Although we also have the brother.
Why don't we just kill them? The boggards.
We can do that too.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Ed.
Listen here, you fox. Don't be assholes.
That's not really here.
They kind of mean.
Well, so Sunny will check and find that they, like, the lizard folk were killed in the...
Oh, they're all like ripped to pieces,
They're
like boiled, and there's barely skeletons left. The 80 acid damage that if they made a save took 40, like they're below their cons in acid damage.
Were any of them, like, special in any particular way?
It's hard to tell. They were the regular looking lizard folk.
Okay. Lots of lizard folk died today. Yeah, a few more.
There we go.
I could reincarnate one, but that's overkill.
Slate comes dripping out of the water.
Now, do the eggs need to have a living host to continue to mature?
Part of us think so. The fever, definitely you need to actually transform, so the fever needs to take its spot. A dead person's not going to happen. The eggs?
Is the water still acid?
No, the acid only lasts about 6 rounds.
Okay, so Cog will do surgery on the dead creatures and just kill the eggs.
Okay, so it sounds like Cog's going over to like extract the eggs and stomp on them.
Just make sure they don't.
Just set them on fire.
Okay, when you don't have to be careful with surgery, surgical cuts to open up the creatures where the wounds were, and you do find one of them had an egg, the other one had multiple eggs in them. Like they came back to the wound and kind of popped a few more in. They are hard, but if you deal a few points of damage to them, you can kind of crush them under your feet, and you're pretty sure that is not going to, grow into something.
And I'll deal with that here, and I'll do the lizards as well.
No, the lizards have all been dealt with.
Oh, they're good. Okay.
The acid
So-
completely, they're like little fleshy skeletons.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, he'll.
Brennos is going to take the knocked out tooth.
Okay.
And that was of Wyverendor.
No, it was of
It was
Varag Manthar, wasn't it?
No, it was Wyverendor's
Okay.
attack. It
Oh,
was
that's right.
It was just like true strike attack.
Yep.
I'm going to copy that because I will never spell that correctly.
All right, and then it sounds like the party goes up.
Yep.
Slake and Agony push the cannon up the stairs.
Fuck.
All of those spells are gone, so you're kind of like out in the castle now. What do you do with the winged kobold that was knocked unconscious?
Oh, he's got eggs in him.
Okay.
Check for eggs.
I don't know if he got hit or not.
Okay, I'll just. Cog looks at them like.
I forget if that one got hit or not.
I'm not certain.
Slake puts an end to him. You check him for eggs, destroying any eggs that you find. These cultists.
Sunny is going to use 2 high-level spells to just cast some group healing.
Okay.
Just because we're walking around like a bunch of jackasses. The cultists can kill Brennos right now.
Aha!
Then he falls down. So we're going to just we're going to burn 2 fifth circle spells to cast 2 Cure Light Wounds Mass.
Okay, you have how much? Holy fuck. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you still had a shitload. Cog's gonna put some healings into you.
So everybody gets 40 healing, max healing, because awesome.
Okay.
You get a cure serious wounds.
Who's you?
Warren, Burnus.
The Druid of Volcanica heals the party.
Yes.
It's 3d8 plus 12.
Are you rolling or am I?
Yeah, I'll roll for it, it's fine. 24.
Okay, is everyone healed up on their tokens? Eamon's good.
Eamon's good. Addy was good after.
Sunny's good.
Brennos has 79 damage.
Hold on.
Barnabas is
not
good,
done.
so Brenna's is still in the we're injured pile.
Widget's got 62 damage. Did Thorgrim take the 40 healing?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll put it off. Thank you.
Alright.
So Cog pulls out a medium cure moderate wounds wand. 2d8 3. Let's do this a bunch of times. 1, 15, 12, 13, 11. That he's going to keep the rest.
40, 51 on somebody.
10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, 50. That was for Brennis. He's the most fucked up of us.
Okay. 28 damage still. We've got here. Cog's got 33, which is pretty fucked up. I think
He has another cure serious wounds for Widget.
Brennis will use 3 cure, like have his own spells for cure light wounds on Widget. So 33 healing.
Looks like we're all back in fighting shape.
3d8 plus.
Some of us don't.
How much does Widget have still?
They both have 30 damage. give or take.
Okay, Cog has a potion of cure serious wounds. He's got like, he leaves it out in front of him, like either of you can take it.
So Brenos will use.
If you guys, he says, if you're gonna rest, I can heal. I can give you twice your level.
Brenos will use 4 charges from the emergency one to get it, so it's like practical because we're not in a safe place. So 48 plus 6. All right, so 23 on widget. Brings him to 6 damage remaining, which is okay.
If anyone has potions, let me distribute them, because we're more healing through that way.
Okay, so Brenos is now okay, but like almost completely out of spell. Widget has a little bit of damage, but is effectively okay. 6 damage is reasonable. It's Thulgrim and Cog now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing now? So you pause for a few minutes when you got up at the top of the castle. Most things are quiet at this point in time. You can hear some hissing outside, as well as some hissing from the stables.
Okay, we're going to walk upstairs to where the brother was, and the where we think the crab is.
17.
The cultists are given the fair warning of run or die.
Okay, so trace a path for me.
It would be
14 damage.
here. I will pull with. Here, I'll just grab the group. If that's all right.
Yep.
Okay, so it would be up here, then down, out.
Oh, hold on. There's some cultists there.
Yes. So you stop. Pause here.
Stop
So
with
you
the
can
cultists.
you can hear some lizards just sort of like hissing quietly in the stables, and there are 3 cultists that look like they've all been slashed with claws.
Yeah, Cog's going to deal with them without worrying too much about patching them up.
So you're cutting out eggs.
I'm just cutting out the eggs.
And then killing them.
Yep.
I think he's cutting out the eggs, and whether they die or not is not his concern.
Yeah.
There it is.
They die.
He didn't use a scalpel. He used the sharp edge of his weapon.
You thought you heard a board creak in this chapel area. You could see the big statuette of Tiamat.
This is your fair warning. Run now or die.
A cultist steps out. He's a younger cultist. It looks like maybe during his younger years he had really bad like pox on his face. It's all pitted at this point. He looks at all of you and comes. He tosses down the blade that he had. Looks like he picked up one of the.
Were you bitten by one of the large frogs?
No. It doesn't look like he's injured. He was carrying a long sword that looks like it was recently smelted by the lizard men. But he tossed that down. He glanced back at the statuette of Tiamat that does have some gem work in it. But he's not going to defile the idol of his deity. And unless you guys are attacking him, he goes running. He pauses at the lizards that are all snacking on the frogs. He'll probably take a serendipitous route away. So this cult is going to run in the bush, basically.
Yep. Unless anybody's particularly eager to do anything terrible, I think their long walk to civilization, where they likely get eaten in the swamp, is their punishment.
Yep.
Is Cog? Did you leave Cog behind on purpose?
Well, if you're dealing with them, we were still.
I'm dealing with the eggs. Yeah.
So
Okay, Cog will catch up after.
Brenos will guard Cog. No, Brenos was the one talking shit.
Okay, so you get up to the second floor.
Widget will guard Cog.
There are winged kobolds along the ground. You can add 3 wands to the list. And 300 gold pieces of spell components.
Okay.
Gordon, you see just kind of curled up into like an oozing ball. The cultist captain is there. and I'm going to roll to see if any of the 5 cultists that went running out of this place managed to go see if Dralmir Gray was there. We're going to give them a 1 in 6 chance each to have glanced upstairs and noticed one of their leaders. Nope, they took other treasures, minor as they were, and could have been freed. Yes, 5 chances to have been freed.
One of them maybe looked at him and be like, fuck that guy.
This room is this room of the Barbican is as you left it, and this crab you end up finding, it made its journey over into this corner and was just kind of hanging out.
Okay, we'll collect our crab.
Agony will scoop up Gordon into a bag.
Sonny will check to make certain Gordon is like stable.
Yep. He will hand Gordon to Sonny. Oh, Sonny's a bat.
Sonny's a bat.
He'll hand Gordon to,
Slake.
I guess, Slake. There you go, you stupid thing. Wormy little guy. He's not magical, is he?
Not in the way that you think.
Huh.
Apparently, psychic magic is used in his creation, but
Doesn't look like he's okay.
he's not dead.
Dralamir's blades. She'll just blade it with energy.
Well, that looks like a fucking blade. You've got. He's even awake. He's not knocked out. He's just.
Yep. There's one eye looking around the room.
You've got a date with family. Pick him up. And we've had a rough day.
Okay. The things that are worth taking off of him is the Ark of Elemental Dawn, the ring that he wears, and his circlet. I will paste his gear into the money, into the treasure.
Stop.
Yeah. Now what? I'll add another 1 for the cultist and another 400 gold pieces of spell components.
I think at this point it's like checking the other towers. So like the second floor for this tower. We've never actually seen it. I mean, we saw it on the way up here when we went here this time, but we didn't actually go and look at the map. You know what I mean?
Yep. I think it's just a roof. Because it's not on the other map.
Oh, so it's like a...
It's a roof. Yeah, there's a hatch. The ladder doesn't go up there anymore. One of you flies up and opens up the rooftop.
Okay. All right, then we will go back down the stairs. And people. I think that's the group. We will go back down the stairs and make our way back down this hall.
Okay.
And I think we're going to go into the chapel area.
Yep. Agony will take the 100-pound statuette of Tiamat.
Okay. You put it right on the sheet? Or
Yeah, I'll just put it on the bejeweled statue of Tiamat. 100 pounds worth.
It would be cool to have like a bag of holding crafted into the statue, like to put like treasure into it.
A piggy bank?
Yeah, basically, fine.
Thanks, buddy.
Got a diamond in here somewhere.
Quickly check the other parts of this, but then go like take the stairs.
Take the stairs up the chapel. So the chapel does have a little reading room in it. There aren't any books of terrible import there. The chapel staircase leads you up into a library.
It's here.
Yep.
The library.
of the castle in the swamp.
This building has very annoying architecture. There's lots of stairs that go to a singular room, where you go down the stairs, over, up another set of stairs, into another singular room.
Yeah, castles were sometimes confusing.
Yeah, oh yeah. Intentionally so.
Okay, as miserable as these surroundings are, the library is a tiny oasis that you can tell, Barnabas, that some of the cult leaders use to try to maybe escape the culture of the lesser creatures and the swamp and the swamp living. Some of the books are merely of entertainment type value. You do find some, like an odd collection of books that are more like literature as opposed to deep lore in any way. It still is an impressive library. It contains over 100 books, quartos, and manuscripts covering the history of Elsir Vale, natural philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, magic, and many theoretical works on like dimensional travel in the planes. This collection would be worth quite a bit to a collector. They're stored in wooden shelves. There are some special types of incense used to keep parasites and bugs at bay. I will say that if this library was consulted, that for many of the topics that I mentioned, there would be a +4 competence bonus to the knowledge checks.
Good to know.
100 books means there's probably 1,000 pounds of stuff to move.
For another time.
So that was knowledge checks on.
Yeah, let's actually say so history of Elsir Vale. It sounds like knowledge arcana, knowledge planes, and in particular astronomy.
Okay. All right. Next would be, I think, going.
I think there are stairs that continue up in that same stairwell. Like, I think they kind of loop back around.
Okay. If they do, then we would continue up.
Okay. We unfog this area. You're pretty sure that the cult leader converted this old chapel, these chapel chambers into living quarters. The furnishings in this office are lavish, surprisingly so compared to everything else in the castle. While a lot of the benches and seats and things were built on site, the stuff in this chamber are from fine carpenters and upholsterers' workshops from far away. They have an imperial edge to their craftsmanship. In fact, the writing desk is a beautiful desk from a prior age that has been preserved with magic. and carved from dragon bone.
Okay.
The desk itself is something that should be in some noble's den, like a powerful noble family's den. Don't know how it's here.
Is it magical?
Sure. The
Too bad
desk
I was
is
going to shrink
magical
it.
and gives the person at the desk a +4 competence bonus to all checks related to writing, whether that's like crafting a letter or scribing or doing a scroll. It is a desk that Barnabas, with a knowledge history check, might actually know where it's from.
All right. Do that. We will take 10.
This will allow us to write a sternly worded letter to the court and release Solidus.
Yes.
Plus wood. 41, so 51.
The desk is from an imperial hunting lodge. These lodges, some of them are still intact, as they were built by the followers of heroes who came to the world to hunt dragons. Dotted around in remote places on Volcanica are these imperial hunting lodges where dragon slayers would rest.
It's where people would write the tales or whatever, write their stories of the, yeah.
The desk weighs 400 pounds. It's made, well, dragon bone. It's made. The desk is like 600 pounds. It'd take 2 strong guys to move around. There are 2 matched onyx carvings of black dragons that flank the top of the staircase. The pair are worth 3,000 gold pieces.
How heavy are they?
They're 400 pounds apiece.
How much?
400 pounds a piece.
They're 3,000 each, sorry, and 400 pounds apiece. Like they're big marble and onyx, like black dragon kind of.
So I'm making a list of like all the stuff value. We're
Yep.
gonna have to go through again to see what we actually take.
Yeah.
There are papers on the desk.
Okay, those might be important.
Quick perusal of the desk, you find almost like one shouldn't leave passwords written. You do find this little tiny little like scrap of paper, and it has the word Rezmir scrolled on it.
Just in case you couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
There is a sitting room in the back. The chair is a sitting room, comfortably furnished with upholstered chairs, padded benches, and 2 small carpet-draped tables. It only looks like he would go back into this room. There is a door that leads to a sleeping chamber. Barnabas undoes a simple glyph of warding on both the door that leads to the sleeping chamber and the little sanctuary in back. Your perception check for traps is what?
And straps, that's 20. Versus traps plus 32.
Yeah, so you get 133, which is, and you've got trap finding?
Yeah.
Trap spotting? Like, do you
I
automatically?
don't have trap spotting.
Okay. You guys are casting detect magics. You caught, hey, the door is magical, and Barnabas looked at it. I'm not going to be mean at this point. It's treasure time.
Also, 5d8 spell. Haha!
For a spell component to scry through. Is clothing. One of the wardrobes is filled with clothing. The other, whose doors are painted with a depiction of the five-headed dragon, contains dark purple robes of ceremonial nature, a cloak and mantle, and many other items of rank in what can only be described as cultist clothing for the Chromatic Ascendency. They're all in deep purples. They're fashioned for, you would guess with your skills, a half-dragon.
Hey, so he's still in his underwear.
Got some of his clothing.
Of the few easily portable items of value, there's a 2-foot-tall statuette of a black dragon, made from actual black dragon scales and claws, with ruby eyes and diamond teeth. It's worth about 6,000 gold pieces. Contains about 40 black dragon scales. And weighs 20 pounds.
20 pounds, you said?
20 pounds, yep. How much value did I say?
6 grand.
Okay, 600 of which are diamond.
Okay.
It's perched atop a actual little hoard of gold and gems.
Okay.
Which is 4,800 gold pieces worth of baubles. Behind the other door leads to a bare room. The only decoration is a stylized depiction of the 5-headed dragon rising from a volcano painted on the back of the door that you only see when you go in and take a look around.
Yeah, what room are we in there now?
This little sanctuary room
Sanctuary
in the
room?
back. Yeah. Oh, let me.
The prayer room, meditation room.
Yeah, so you're up the 3rd floor and you're looting Rezmir's chambers, or the chambers he used when he visited this place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The painting is not particularly talented, but the 5 chromatic heads of Tiamat are visible. The carpet in the room, however, is like a little prayer mat, and with the depictions of Tiamat on it, and it's worth maybe 1,000 gold pieces.
Is it like a 3-foot by 3-foot prayer mat?
Yeah, it's like a portable prayer mat.
How big was the desk, by the way?
Like, I'll just write down.
The desk is a 600-pound desk that.
Like 10 by 10, or
No,
like
more like 3 by 8.
Good treasure stitching.
I'll put down the prayer mat of Tiamat, but
Okay.
I put on the list, but it's basically going to go to Agni.
Yeah, he'll take that.
Make his own little shrine,
Definitely.
and then not join the people trying to end the world. Don't be that type of Tiamat again. Be either just fat, happy, and wealthy Tiamat.
Hmm.
Like what you mean.
Okay, some of the notes acknowledge that the major treasure route was under Langdedros's purview,
Mm-hmm.
and they were quite aware that there were problems, because months have gone by since the kobolds disappeared in Denevar, or the kobolds suffered a loss at Denevar, and their base in Foundry was sacked, and you do find a report from Langdedrosa that described some of you, some of the things that happened during that time.
Okay. All right. We'll go do another tower. we're going to stop. Now that we've accidentally found a trap, we'll look for traps as part of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the tower, the gross tower that the people.
Are Cog and Widget fall in the group as well, or do they accidentally?
Yeah, I'd be done by now.
They'd be done by now, so they'll join us. Cog was watching, or Cog was doing surgeries, and Widget was just protecting Cog.
We can leave the cannon out. Just leave it out in here somewhere. It's fine.
Second floor, you find some befuddled cultists that are unsure as to what has gone on.
Run or die.
You hear them. Surely the dragons must be just eating them. They're probably dividing the treasure. What do you do with these two? Ah! For Tiamat!
So you chose death.
No! One of them says yes. You let us go?
Run or
away, idiots.
run or die.
Alright, they are. If you allow them down the stairs, run down the stairs.
You should reassess your ways.
We'll be releasing dogs, so you're gonna want to run fast.
Okay,
not
they run
stop.
through these doors and go down these spiral stairs, which lead into the armory where the. Yeah. Okay, so you let 3 cultists leave.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
Until they report back.
What are they going to report back? They got their asses kicked by a bunch of like boggards and lizard folk.
Oh, that's right. They still look like that. I forgot. Yeah.
Scary boggards and lizard folk killed everyone.
Okay. It does look like these were kept vacant, perhaps as like future guest rooms for cultists that they never quite recruited. You do find a secret passage or a secret compartment that was opened up recently, and by the smell of the weapon oil that was in it, it's likely where the lizardmen were stooshing weapons they were building.
Yep.
That had all got dug up hastily when word had spread that the revolution was happening.
Viva la revolution!
Again, the castle leads up into weird ways. This staircase continues to go up
Okay, well,
into a blocked off guest chambers that has not been used in a long time, but it looks like it's been cleaned for guests.
okay, then we'll go down and figure out where the heck this other place goes.
Okay, that one leads up into a barracks. Say this cultist has already fled. And the loft above the stables. What's the number on the barracks?
Barracks is G. Number G.
The barracks are disgusting and dirty. It's likely where some of the boggards had stayed. There are reed pallets, dirty baskets, animal bones that litter the floor. There is a there are some small effects that maybe belong to the boggards. If you're rooting through here, you find maybe 300 gold coins.
I don't think we're moving through here.
Okay.
My characters aren't moving through here. So if somebody else is the color characters are moving through here, they can write other.
The lofts of the stables are smelly. Looks like there are some reed mats put down here by lizard folk. There was probably a way for lizard folk to kind of quietly sneak up here from the stables below.
Okay.
And you find a small colony of bats here.
Cog is using his detect, like his gold wand, wand to detect minerals.
Okay.
He's walking around with the gold one.
Okay. So you can add the 300 gold to the party treasure.
Feel free to write on the sheet on it. Yeah.
So he hands it gold.
Then we'll go up. I think most of these staircases have like an extra up.
Yep.
Does one have an extra up as well?
Yep.
Okay.
This leads into an old training room on the 3rd floor. What?
That is. It doesn't have the number.
No, it doesn't. G on the map. Was used for storage and training during severe weather. Several fencing dummies and targets still stand around the room, but some of them have fallen apart, and a lot of them would if you even touch. It's just an unused room left over from previous inhabitants long ago.
We'll go down. And down. I think we're just going to free the swamp lizards. Like,
Yeah, the ones in the cage.
I mean, we'll handle the swamp lizards out into the. Go make lizard babies.
Okay.
Go, God. So Sonny will be doing that for the next lit.
All right.
And then the ones that were like, stop eating people.
No, they seem to really like the frogs.
No, eat all the frogs. That's fine. Did these lizard folk end up getting like unstunned and run away?
Yeah, they unstunned and ran away.
Okay.
So you drag them off the map.
Okay. Sonny will spend a little bit of time with them, making certain that they're not eating people. If they're eating frogs, they need all frogs.
Yeah, it looks like many of them were well fed by the lizard men. So
Perfect.
they'll eventually wander off, or the lizard men will come and take their trained beasts.
Okay.
The cavalry of your lizard man army.
Lizard man army. The
Sorry.
people of Volcanica arise.
All right, where is this group going?
We're gonna go this way first.
Yep. Okay, up into the central tower.
Yep.
Level by level.
All right, so
Watching for traps.
level 2, the tower is somewhat isolated. 2W. There are some guest rooms. Benches, spiral staircase, a guest room. You notice that there is a note, an old note that looks like it was hammered to the wall. There's like a symbol of the Chromatic Ascendency on it.
Speak friend and enter.
The note says, "Welcome, Asbara Jos. Your magic will be, your magic is appreciated. We welcome friends from far-off lands."
What the hell is Bar Jos?
Arcana.
It was the name of the guy you turned into a fire newt that you met with the ogre. It looks like he never arrived to receive his welcome basket.
I know where that's Bar Jos. Is that what the lizard now?
This was supposed to be where he ends up. This is a tidy room, a little tiny desk, nothing very
That happened
special,
even
some
before we
writing.
joined the group, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So what's Bar Jos? And then, oh yeah, that guy.
I think it's there. I don't know. You kind of you've been deking back in all over the place.
Back around it.
Yep.
It's like you have to get a box check and check the timing. But,
All right. Well, is it a good thing or a bad thing if Sonny takes interest in it?
Just. It could be either. I mean, on the bright side, you won't die. You cast spells. Yeah, he'll turn you into part of his zoo if he gets upset with you.
Going up the stairs, You lead to the observatory area where there is a winged kobold that looks like it was shot in the head.
This is the room that was trapped, right?
Yeah, it's my understanding.
A magical trap has been set off. It's been burnt in the floor. It's also like in the ceiling that was torn up a little bit, like when the dragons looked in to see if they could see the Farseer. It will now be exposed to the elements. You can add a wand for the winged kobold that you found.
Yeah.
I think Thorgrim took the tools, or did he? Was he
The
interrupted?
lens crafting tools, yeah.
Yeah.
Put them directly on the
Okay.
sheet.
He'll tell you guys.
He kept the Farseer.
Huh. Looks like there was a toolbox over here.
Yes. I believe it's for making lenses. I put it in my bag.
Oh, good to know you had time to take that.
Yeah, that's when the spell started.
Sure did.
It's very dangerous.
Yes,
Scorch marks here, arrows flying everywhere. It was very dangerous time. Very dangerous. I was lucky to get out of my
Timing
life.
the number of hours required for Amadeus to get picked off like that. Because what I did with, I could have just dimension Gordon back to, like, it's very story driven.
He's just captured.
Capture the lizard man.
He likes torture though, so what are they gonna do?
You're doing it wrong.
What's the best you can do? You can dig in there.
Beginning of next game, there might be a scene.
They're gonna kill him.
My life for you, mistress of pain.
All right, so from the observatory,
We're gonna go back down.
Okay.
And Sunny will regroup with the group, and we will take that last tower. Before going back downstairs,
there are 2 towers you have been to.
this tower only had a down, or does it have a down and an up? Because with a big arrow.
Yeah, it also has down.
Yeah.
It also has.
Their stairs are very straight.
Yeah.
Okay, we will take the east tower first. Then.
It's like there's enough room where you go down the stairs, but you can also go around the other side and go up the stairs.
Yeah.
That's the only way the map makes sense. So which one?
East.
Okay. This tower is very, very rotted. It's like water has seeped into here long ago. The stairs are worn, and you end up on a second floor that is an extremely rotted floor. You can hear the sounds of a woman crying.
Oh shit.
In the third floor, and she is speaking in Elven.
I'd like to see what's wrong.
Ghost, fucking ghost. It's always fucking wine. It's been wine for 100 fucking years, son. You're not gonna change it. Fucking go.
What is she saying?
It's wine. Let's go.
Brenos will detect evil. And if Brenos falls down the stairs, we definitely go.
Okay, it is a. Which of the? How powerful of undead does it need to be?
A second. As an undead, if it has 2 hit dice, it's faint. If it has 8 hit dice, it's moderate.
Okay.
Or 3 to 8 is moderate. 9 to 20 is strong. And 21 is bad time.
Okay, it is strong.
Strong evil.
Ooh.
In the sky. The time is
I think we're just going to back off.
Right, let's deal with this after.
We don't have to deal with it at all.
The sky.
We're going to go back down the stairs. We are going to
Fuck that, never happened.
etch into the friggin' archway here. Warning, haunted.
Okay.
Do not enter.
Barnabas, give me a knowledge history
Knowledge history.
or knowledge local Elsevier.
Knowledge history is my better. I can get colleague, 40, 51.
Given all the things that you found, bits of lore, tying them together, and the words, the time is nigh, the eye in the sky, Rezmir said this, but it came from a much older prophecy. There was an elven woman who owned the Farseer of Rest for a long period of time. They actually may have found her here. That could be her. And if it is her, she is called the Sooth Screamer.
Okay.
And she's particularly active at night. And you believe it's called a wailing spirit or a banshee.
Get out of here before nightfall.
What is it?
That's a banshee is what that is, I believe.
Brenos will add that when he's scraping into the
Okay.
wall. If there's a banshee.
Is it possible that she has the last lens and knows where it is?
It's possible. I'm not asking her.
After we get on the dais, we can think about it.
Yeah. So we get on the dais and we're all healed and
Our prayers have been replenished.
yeah.
She was a survivor of whatever calamity happened at Rest, and likely took the Farseer here.
Okay.
And then, because you become obsessed with the artifact, elven obsession. Oh,
Hundreds of years. Probably couldn't go on to the other side without taking the thing with her.
you typically can't take corporeal things with you into the afterlife.
No. You'd have to stay with it.
We should go interact and see if we can't get Thorgrim haunted by a banshee for a while.
That would be fun.
I'm fine, you assholes.
Barnabas's knowledge keeps you from, wandering upstairs.
Ah, 3 people die. Perfect. and we're done with adventuring about this thing. We'll go up the west.
Yeah. You go up into the western hall. You find a bunch of cultist chambers on the 2nd and 3rd floor. Let me just quickly climb through it. Some of the lesser cultists stay here, but so 3 RT. So there's a sleeping chamber, another sleeping chamber. You found Jarlamir's room.
Cool.
The second level is completely dominated by Jarlamir's room. Combination of sitting room and office, small hearth along the western wall provides heat, a writing desk, a large padded chair, and a bench drawn up near the hearth. Otherwise, the room is largely empty. Jarlamir's sleeping and dressing rooms are in a place labeled V.
The V?
B
The
looks
V
like it's
was
in-
over here. That is a long, cold ass walk to put your pants on in the morning.
Oh, were those his rooms? Shit, did I mix up the rooms? Anyways, they're in this one instead. Whatever. You find a sleeping chamber, wash basin, comb, brush, soap, scented waters, a stool, rugs cover the floor. All the stuff is not quite as nice as Rezmir's, but it's still small comforts. There is a raven in a large cage that squawks loudly when you enter the chamber.
Is it familiar?
Nope, it's just a raven that squawks at people.
Are you simply a warning in case somebody comes up here?
It squawks at you. Maybe it was intended to one day be a familiar. Looks like he fed it. The bird really wants out of the cage.
Maybe he polymorphs things and has his own little pet.
Sunny will cast to speak with animals. How are you doing? You wouldn't happen to be a polymorph something or other, would you?
What?
Do you like magic?
No.
Sunny opens the cage and lets the raven breathe. Enjoy your short, sad life on Chronicles.
You find some of his clothing, his personal effects. There's a strong box containing some emergency funds, about 400 gold pieces, and 1,000 gold pieces worth of precious stones.
Okay.
The simple lock on the box is no match for Barnabas's thievery.
I'm adding some of the piles together when it's the same stuff.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go to the top level, and then I think it's go back down. And because we didn't actually loot the temple in the basement, the altar, or the actual chamber full of women's garments.
No, yeah, Eamon and
Oh, yes.
Agony
Okay.
did. You go back down, or are you going back outside where all the people were?
I think we'll go back outside.
I
Oh,
still gotta grab what's the
yeah.
Farblax stuff.
Okay,
Yes.
so on Farblex,
Thank you.
Farblex is like Shaman's.
so I'm just gonna copy and paste a bunch of the Farblex gear. So you find Farblex's gear: a magic cloak, a magic headband, a +3 great club, a 3 cure light wounds potions, as he hoarded all the healing from from his little tribe. The Chaos Emerald of Limbo is still glowing inside of the partially melting gray slidey corpse. And then only 4 of his retinue had +1 great axes.
We're digging this up.
Feels like you've been pretty thorough.
I would say so.
I mean, there might be a spot of like extremely minor magic on armor for some of these creatures.
More
Do we want to do an extra check to make certain there's no more slotted bullshit around?
it's worthwhile.
Bryce will detect chaos just in this field there to see if there's any more of those eggs that are, like, see if they even detect.
Okay, so you go around. Brennos can actually detect the chaos from these creatures. You find when the combat happened and they had a couple of those those holders.
Yep.
So there were some of the eggs in the holders, and you were able to get faint chaos off of the eggs.
Okay.
You go fucking step on them and break them.
Step on it. Does this all count as a deed?
What do you mean?
Do I add, like, character level to my worship god morality grid for the quote-unquote days events?
Yep. Each adventure counts as deeds for that same god. So there's a way to like just plow through, because these are very epic deeds.
All right. I will add a whole bunch of. I think I'm worshiping a neutral good guy today.
Yep, a whole bunch of good.
I did a bunch of good. I did good. I need some good balance out my chaos and blah. Okay. At this point, I think it's like we a quick check to see if there's anybody like wounded that lived. I don't think there's much.
Kill a giant frog. You kill one of the shamans, which I already just stuck a X through. He was stabilized, and I don't think anyone else survived that hasn't already run away.
All right. So, where are we going?
Well, where we landed about.
What were you doing back?
We are. It's like I imagine we'll slosh this way through the swamp.
Yeah, I'll go back to the place where I said I'd be. Unless you want me to go all the way back to the druid cabin. I can take a boat there.
That's pretty far. I don't think I have to go quite that far.
Alright. It's a few hour walk down that way.
Okay.
Sure you don't want me to step on that crab and this guy before we leave?
No. The crab is valuable, I think.
If you say so.
Aren't you there, little snippy snip? That wasn't quite the crabby thing to do. Are you sure you're a crab?
He grabbed Gordon. He hands Gordon's bag to Barnabas.
Barnabas is like, what do you want me to do with this?
I don't know. You want to be leader?
I don't want to. Leaders don't hold bags of slime. I'm in.
Must I?
Yeah.
He takes it.
If you want, you can just hang it off your trident.
Do we kill it?
Let's see if we get Obadiah's back first.
Alright.
If not, yeah, you may as well.
But no. You barely know Amadeus. Anybody's killing his horrible spawn, it's us.
You are welcome to it. I have no objection.
Hand him over. Could you grab him?
Yeah, he didn't want to carry it. He's trying to avoid it, but he carries the bag. Fine.
Okay. Alright, so Sunny can teleport this group, including the prisoner, the crab, and like, he can get this group with his teleport.
Including Gordon?
Including Gordon.
Okay.
He gets one extra creature when he uses a spell like that.
Alright, and where are you teleporting to?
We're going to teleport to the beachhead.
Or Slake's walking back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Widget will teleport to the beachhead.
And you can take 4.
Why don't we go to Witch's Crossing? Drop the sack of.
I think we're going to bestow this crab to the lizard folk.
Okay.
I mean, so are you? So Sunny's going with Cog. So if Cog wants, like to put Dragomir somewhere else, right? Like, I don't know what you want to
The
do.
question is, what are we going to do with him? If we take him back to Witch's Crossing, it's crossing, right? Then, well, they'd be able to care for him. How many teleports do you have?
Who would care for him? His family is that.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
the family he's been trying to kill for, so it'll be quite a while.
Yeah. Well, you should have just let him go.
He could make a lovely
pot and a crab. Have crab twins. Do you want to be a crab?
He doesn't say anything. He's all tied up. His eyes say no, however, because he's been conscious. He's been dragging him around the castle.
Talking. And,
Yep.
Yep, he's learned a bunch about us.
He looks absolutely furious.
Maybe you should spend the evening with him and we can decide what we're going to do.
We'll see how cooperative he could be.
Yes, but I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste spells tomorrow to get him somewhere.
Yeah, people have been questioning others long before magic. It's fine. I can tell if he's lying. He doesn't look like he's that good at it. He's lying. Well.
He's gonna have to be put. He's gonna have to go back to Witch's Crossing to
Brendos
his
is
family.
going to walk over and take his eye patch and switch it to the other eye.
Okay, it's a grisly wound. The other eye is not there. It's just sort of an empty socket.
He doesn't need to know where he's going.
So is that a family trait or what? Because your what great niece also is missing an eye. I mean, is your family just really harsh on punishments?
I wasn't there. We'd have to ask them.
See you at the river bend. So he's going to teleport away. Okay, we're going to go to the river bend where you met the lizard folk. And
Okay, who are you taking with you?
these are the two teleport groups.
Okay. Is Dralmir compulsed to go with you?
He's
He
teleport.
could choose not to. We didn't knock him out.
Yeah, he doesn't go with
What
you.
what we could do is let's go stand in water.
Then he teleports away.
Yep.
And Dromir stays behind, and then suddenly like, he didn't want to come. He will telepathic bond to Barnabas. Barnabas, you need to get.
Yeah, we've got a solution.
He's trying to worm away, but he
See,
can't.
what we're going to do is we're going to teleport you, but we're going to leave you head first in a bucket of water. So if you don't come with us, you fucking drown. How's that sound?
Or we could just knock him out.
It's more fun this way.
Which is whaps him over the back of the head.
He falls unconscious.
We can do both.
Oh yeah, there's a whole fucking river to put him in.
But now can we teleport with him?
Well,
Yeah.
now we need an extra teleport. So,
We need an extra teleport. Do we need two?
well,
I ain't been walking sleigh.
What?
Brenos will walk us. He's got the travel book in.
Okay. I meant Brenner, sorry.
Yep.
Aiden can't tell what I bluff, right?
Hey, Brenos! Hey, it's Lake! Well,
Okay, he waits.
that's what I find.
Your magic's fucked up again.
Apparently the elf man didn't want to go. You need to persuade him.
That's fine. We got to kill dragons today.
Something I did.
They're magical.
Certainly have.
Not no more. It's like he's in a good mood. You got a ton of XP for his to fuel his powers, kind of thing.
How good are you at bone?
Bones.
Mm.
Well, they can be made into weapons. They're not the best material ever.
What can you do with this tooth?
Stick it on the end of something.
I'm thinking about doing a pair. Possibly.
Yeah, fine. Bone tooth javelins, spears if they're big enough. Really shitty dagger, a bunch of arrows. Like a punching dagger, maybe.
Maybe. think Aben's been useful.
From hell.
We've all got our problems.
Yeah.
Ain't none of us a saint.
It's like the two barbarians go walking down the path.
All right.
The 12th level warriors are like, woe to anyone who's.
Your money or your life.
Yeah. And then Widget is able to teleport to the side of the river, where there are lizard men already starting to gather, and it is.
And Widget does have 2 teleports, so I'll spend the endpoint save one of them works.
Are you camping there?
I think we're camping there.
Okay, just on the side of the water with lizard men.
Yep. And
Okay, you can reunite with Mistra if you want.
okay, Mister, I thought you were. Tell me all about your adventure.
Yep. As night falls, well, it was like early evening when you guys got here, so night falls, the lizard men, they do like a big pyre, they do a bunch of drumming, and then there is a quiet celebration. And you do see propped up in some big seats are some of the heroes of the battle. For whatever reason, they prop Sunny up beside Snapdragon, and then I guess one of the other lizard men showed some heroics in the fight against the Boggards, and was an older lizard man, and they bring out some of this like fruity fermented swamp alcohol, and they cook some snakes and gators and some wild pheasant. It's not the best party.
No, it's in the swamp.
The crab chill sorcerer of the castle in the swamp is bequeathed to
Snapdragon? For food?
No. He is for good luck. He is very tough.
Keep him at the cabin, he says.
Someday he will be involved.
All right. What do you
Cog wants to do the surgery on the couple that have eaten those eggs,
mean? Okay.
and on himself.
Yep.
A couple of did any of me aside from you and Amadeus? So the ones I thought that had
The
eggs?
table, there's a bunch of people that
No, they got-
we were
they got
served.
splashed.
I don't know if they ate
They
them
got,
though.
no, they got splashed. Amadeus was the only one who ate.
Oh, okay, so it's only Cog. All right, so Cog's gonna do surgery on himself.
You need to keep signs for something to basically describe the illness.
Yep.
If anybody has it, you have to like watch them and like you need help from us or somebody. Actually, he's a druid. You need to keep up the constitution. Use your lesser restoration spell to keep them from going unconscious till we can remove the disease.
All right, keep tracking your menagerie of that.
Chill crab from
Yep.
sorcerer of the castle swamp is with Snapdragon.
At the cabin in the swamp.
Cabin.
I'm going to say you guys successfully rest that evening
Nice.
as we cut scene to Amadeus to end the night.
Can I do the heal check? Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna forget.
Yeah. Take
You want to cut the egg out of it.
Yeah, make that roll. I thought you were rolling. And
37.
with increased difficulty of performing surgery on yourself, you were still able to scoop out the egg. And then you squish it beneath your doctor's tools. You are now healed. You can remove that implantation on the top of your sheet.
Did it mature at all? It's been there a few hours. When did it start like interlocking? You know, like weaving around cogs or anything like that?
No, but it was definitely attached to the life part of you in the wound.
Yeah.
What made the surgery more difficult was that you had healed yourself. You're walking around with no damage.
Yeah, to open up the wound
To
again.
make a hole.
You had to make the hole to dig it back out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel
And
pain.
it was
so.
still alive when you pulled it out.
Squish. Sorry, back to Amadeus.
Amadeus is unconscious, alone in a dark place, and the details that were missed by those in the scry spell, perhaps because he was hunched over and leaning down, was that they couldn't quite get a good look at your belly and torso, as something beneath there, not of your make, was moving around beneath the skin of your sternum. We're going to call it.
Doesn't sound like a miracle, I'll be honest.
And we'll see what happens with the miracle.
The miracle of life.
It is the miracle of life. I think we'll leave it here. We need, as is tradition, a name for tonight's game.
Double dragon.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. Sometimes we get it on the first try. Good game, everyone.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm a little concerned that when we go to rescue Amadeus, I'm just feeling the effect of a dominate monster.
Yeah, we'll have to be ready for that.
Now that he's unconscious.
Will save anyway. You're not allowed to not make you will save. Although, do you ever get immune to some of those things from the aberrant side, like confusion and stuff like that?
He's immune to confusion and insanity by the template, but that's it.
Don't grab me, bro.
I will not want to.
That's not what I asked.
All right. I think this is a good place to leave it. That was a satisfying ending. You punished that one dragon for staying one extra round in combat.
I thought at the beginning of that round it's getting away.
Yeah.
Like when it decided to stay, I'm like, it's gonna get away. AC 48. That's like
Yeah, can we do 400
basically
damage
curb
in one
stomped
round?
it.
Curve stomped it, and then everyone was hitting it.
Everybody rolled well.
Yeah.
We had all the buffs up. We had all the aids together, like all powers, like everything you can to do good. Like, lots of aid actions.
So those worm black dragons were CR 17s,
Nice.
and there was a 17th level caster with some lower level casters.
7th level caster. Like what we need. You know what we need? We need 7 circle spells. So Widget can just walk around and what's his job? To negate that caster. And 5 rounds of that caster not doing his job is all we need. You can't kill in 5 rounds, you can't kill it.
That's a level away.
I know. Amadeus is at the protection from energy plan will work. It will survive for 3 rounds of protection from energy. It would also be nice for the characters with evasion to make a goddamn save.
Oh, yeah.
Just make a save.
Agony made a evasion save. That was timely.
Widget, who has that cloak, has never made it. It's never worked. It's just like 100 damage. Oh god! Like Widget. So Widget was at 50 hit points left. Brenos had 5.
Yeah, the opening round was
Harsh.
very disheartening. It was like Cog took 100 damage from 2 hits. And there's a group that took 99
there was I'm like, am I ready to do this?
You tried super hard. You were true.
And I was like,
fighting.
yes. I didn't feel good doing it, but I knew if the rounds kept on going like that first round.
Oh, it would just be one character at a time. Right?
Well, yeah, there would be half the party lying there, and the other half would
Teleport
take
away.
GTFO. Yeah.
It would be like, well, I think we need to get. I know some people. One of them loves hunting. We tell him there's dragons. He's going to ask for a permit because it's kind of strange. I don't know why you need a permit to hunt such a thing. what they say. Whatever. You can get a permit, right? Shoot the dragon. Show up. What are you doing being 11th level? What are you doing 9th? What's wrong with you?
This party is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying Grimstone Chronicles.
Mhm.
Yes, I do want to go back and see what the other party does, but this group is just full of selfish adventures.
Selfish ambition.
Yes.
We were interesting in all 3 interactions in this session, or in this game, in this whole like dungeon.
Yep.
We handled the dinner was handled with the utmost levels of interest.
Yep.
The slod stuff was handled somewhat interestingly, although that's all part of that same chunk.
The Frog God.
The frog god stuff, that was interesting in how it was handled and non-optimal. We split up, we did a bunch of things. And with friggin' Fulgrim going like, I'm going on my own adventure. We went on our own adventure.
I went under the bed.
And then this one was like, we waited around, knew they were coming, we had all the opportunity to run away and like leave some treasure behind, or we'd be, 30,000 gold pieces cheaper. Or poorer. It's not a big deal. We're like, nah, we're gonna buff up, we're gonna taunt them, we're gonna trap them, we're gonna get our asses kicked.
You know what? We got our asses kicked, but I stand by the let's fight them down here,
Oh.
not out in the open.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Their lair, you'll find, would have been an absolute horrible place to fight them. It's like a sunken city with enough water for them to swim around in, and little islands of like land, like little ruins sticking out of the swamp.
Yeah, that would have sucked a lot.
It would have been move, breathe, move, move.
Acid
Greater vital strike, move, and there just would have been 2 of them dipping in and out of the water,
What would have been useful.
with a spellcaster coming at
Yeah.
some range to just.
Drop acid.
So
Yeah.
Widget had 1 mythic point for that fight.
Yeah.
Sunny had 3 at the end. Sunny after the scrying, Sunny has 1 mythic point left. Widget has none. And it's like, no, nobody making no crazy moves. I just need a nap.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I thought of an awesome idea when I'm like, yeah, he's captured.
And there's that added guilt of being like, my caster put the wall between the party and the party member again.
Yeah.
But this time it wasn't a ready action to prevent you getting back to the party. Last time it was like, no, you made me mad. Well, just leave you to your fate.
All right, it's pretty late here. We're gonna end the stream. For those watching on YouTube, we hope you enjoy this as much as we do. Peace and have a good night.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun,
Thanks for
guys.
watching.
Woo! Dragon Slayers!